Believe me, no one else wants you muted. I mean,
wants me muted? Wait.
Yeah. Welcome to Booty Holes and Bitches, everybody. Hope you brought the butter. No, anyways, welcome to Friday Fallout. I'm just throwing off my game now. OBS, not OBS, what the fuck is this thing? Streamlabs. Shout out to Streamlabs. They had an update today. I uploaded everything last night and all that shit. And I was like, oh, it's all good to go, bro. And then fucking just now, I noticed the disclaimer is the only thing missing. So no disclaimer. But fun fact, if you're new here, you probably shouldn't watch this. Your brains are going to turn into mush. We are the crack pipe of YouTube, and you're about to get fucking pookied out. That's what it's called, right? Anyways, welcome.
Did you give the folks a hand raise?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I must have missed it. It's all right. Raise your hands if you're sure.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Juggernaut, bitch.
And see, even Delane says he did, Anthony. I swear, I was in here for like 4 hours yesterday. The only reason why I was in here for 4 hours, I made like a few things. Yes, you know, I put some stuff together for the show, but I also spent 4 hours making something, and then for 20 minutes going because I was stoned off my stizzy. Anyways, it's not a long story short time. It's intro time. Snorkel, how are you?
I'm gonna have to write this day down. Delane is defending Vandal in the chat. Like, there's something going on. The universe is off its kilter.
Only right now, and when I do my taxes, and we claim Daisy as a child.
Ah, gotcha. Cool. Snorkel, how was your week, buddy?
He's muted and he doesn't even know it.
It was great. I'm not muted, and somebody else with actual content should be talking right now. Why do you always ask me?
You have content.
I like that. He's got the FBI thing. He's like, yes, I believe I'm still.
I have absolutely no content.
You don't have to touch your ear to make it work.
Yeah.
The mute button is on this.
I get that. I'm just like every old fucking spy show. It's like they're walking. Like if you saw somebody walking around at a party like this, you'd think, okay,
yeah.
they're either a spy or they're listening to the ball game. One of the two.
That's why it was my favorite thing to do on the bus. I got the AirPod Pros or whatever, and they have the button things on the side. And the homeless guy that's like talking to himself, is like going all batshit crazy, like they're gonna get you and all that. And I'm just over here like, I'm changing to like, Kiki, do you love me? And he's like, he's talking to the government right now, like, and I'm actually like listening to Sugar Ray,
I'm too poor to know what AirPods are, so.
I think it's those things that go behind your trailer and it has propane in it.
They're shitty earbuds that Apple makes.
Snorkel with his fucking 82-inch fucking Turtle Beaches over there. Who the fuck still wears Turtle Beach? Turtle Beach is a Tommy Hilfiger jacket you find at Ross.
I'm going to say something to Snorkel that I've actually said to someone else in my life is that, don't take advice from somebody living in your basement.
It's a good thing I'm not in a basement.
Yes, close enough. Well, shout out to Chatteroonies because they look like they're having a good time.
There's a lot there.
Yeah. Well, there's a girl in there, so of course they're all talking. It's like when you go on Xbox, they're like, "Oh, are you a girl? There are
no girls on the internet.
Do you need
we
wood?"
Talk about Xbox for a second too, but go ahead. Shout out to Chat.
Mr. Wintucky was here early at 6:48 p.m. So he says, "Cheers and happy Friday, y'all. Wintucky, good to see you if you're still here." We got Big Rick in the house. Also, Big Rick, stop sending me your spank bank posts on Instagram, man. I don't want to be like, yeah, that's a hot chick. Big Rick got a boner from this. Thanks for sharing, bro. Anyways, good to see you, man.
Just send them to me. That's cool.
Send them. I was gonna say that too, but I was setting up stuff for this. I was gonna be like, dude, just send these to Anthony. Like, send them to my agent. Anthony's my agent.
I haven't checked any messages in like 2 weeks, so I feel
that's why another reason too. It's a win-win.
Yeah. It is. It actually is. Yeah. So anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
We got Duchess Coils. What's up, Duchess? Glad to see you here. I think this is the first time I've ever seen you here. I'm sorry. Ahead of time. Let's see.
He's not sorry.
I'm not sorry. You are going to get ear raped, face raped, mentally raped, maybe gaped.
I actually sent Duchess a blanket recently, so.
Oh, nice.
He meant the grape version. You're going to get graped.
Yeah, sorry.
He has a very soft G that he says.
It's my accent.
Yeah, it's his accent.
You wouldn't understand. It's a Vegas thing. Mr. Great Wombaski is here. We got Sewer Rug. Let's see. RB Mark II is in the house. RB Mark II. Of course, Delanus is here. Rogue Shop's here. Anthony, you're getting fired.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, show is over, guys.
Time to straighten up.
Yeah. Oh.
Straighten up and fly right.
They're like, oh, you're not editing that flyer we gave you.
Why is he not working? God damn it.
Steve-O is here. What's up, Steve-O? Glad to see you back. Ern's in the house. You're not my real dad, Duchess. You can't tell me what to do. That's goddamn right, Duchess. If you had a dad and a good family, get the fuck out of here. Anthony, bye. No.
Yeah, Anthony, you're gonna. I'm sorry, but Vandal said.
Now I gotta move Snorkel up and put you in the basement. Let's see. We got. Let's see. Ern already said, I believe. Yeah, because he's yelling at Duchess. Kentucky, Delane. RB Mark 2. Miss Angela Jarity is in the house. Jarity, that's how you pronounce it? Angela Jarity?
It is now. I thought it was Garrity, but Jarity works.
We got Carpet Waste, Sea Moose, and Angela Jarity. All right,
Jarity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Angela Jarity?
Angela Jarity needs to start needs to start some kind of advertisement agency now.
It's Angela. Duchess says, I don't have a dad. That's cool. I'm not your therapist. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. We got Ian Covenant in the house. What up, Ian? He's a proud member of the Oink Squad.
Yes, he is.
And I think I got everybody.
And then Stu Rep just showed up?
Oh, yeah, and Stu Rep, too. What up, Stu Rep?
Buddy, I hope
he
you're
got
feeling
here
better,
just in time to get a shout out.
Yeah. Stu Rep's like,
you're not
I
late,
want to make
Stu.
a quick announcement before we get too far into this. So I am going to be doing a new show on a different channel for Rogue Shop. We are actually going to be doing a Monday show every other week, and it's going to be a CBD based show, but it's going to be a lot more professional than what we do here.
Yeah, so
It's
Anthony's
definitely
not
going
on
to be about.
Are you saying we're not professional?
Absolutely, I'm the only
Okay,
one.
good,
But, you know,
good.
that's
I
how it
appreciate.
goes.
I've
you know,
never
we'll be
been more
answering-
complimented.
We'll be answering questions about CBD, talking about CBD in the news, you know. So if you have stuff that you want to know about that, or if you never tried it before, or you want to get some more information about it, my co-host is actually one of the owners of Rogue Shop, and she has a certification. She's a CBD consultant, so she really knows her stuff when it comes to that. So I get to be the guy on the other end asking the dumb questions, you know, about things, and she'll answer them. And if you have questions, but we're going to do these live. So Monday is going to be our first show. We did all the test stuff beforehand. I think we've got it all nailed down. So Monday night, it will be at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 Central, and what is that, 5 o'clock your time, I believe, Vandal?
What time is it your time?
8 Eastern, so
5.
Pacific. Yeah. So,
5 Pacific.
And it's going to be on the Rogue Shop YouTube channel, so that should be pretty easy to find if you've seen Rogue Shop. And if you don't spell it Rouge, you'll be okay, because a lot of people do.
The Moulin Rouge shop. Actually, I'll find the link right now for the Rogue Shop Instagram. I gotta scroll up and find the page. But yeah. So Anthony's gonna wear a suit. Are you gonna wear a suit?
Because I know we'll lose some people before the end. I didn't want to do it as part of the sign outs.
Are you gonna be wearing a suit? That's the question.
No suit. No suit. I not anymore. Yeah, that's old. That's old YouTube. Yeah, we don't do that shit anymore.
All right, and then I'm posting the Rogue Shop YouTube channel.
I'm kind of excited about tonight's show because Vandal actually put together a couple of segments. I've been really busy with work. I've got stuff that I need to get done, and you know, my creativity has to be kind of focused in that area because that's where my money comes from mostly. Believe it or not, the Oink Squad isn't paying all my bills just yet, so you know, we'll get there at some point. No, so, and we've been talking about doing the YouTube show for a long time, and I finally just said, hey, let's just get it rolling and get it done. So we did our first kind of test one this week, and you know, it's funny to watch somebody the first time on YouTube. So it's just how it goes. But you know, she was great. She did a phenomenal job for her first time. Like, first time Vandal and I were together, it was like we were just stepping all over each other and punching each other in the face, and
they still
like,
do that, but it's with love.
So this actually went a lot better. So I hope you guys will enjoy watching that. And I'm just asking, you know, come by, hang out. It's gonna be live. You know, I'll take care of the chat, and she'll take care of the truth, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle. Yes.
That's the middle.
Absolutely.
No docking.
What makes me laugh about that picture behind you, Vandal, is that street looks like it's about the size of a football field.
I literally grew up on this street for like 6 years. I think we talked about this when
I've never seen an 8-lane highway next to a trailer park.
Well, how do you expect to back them in and out every 2 months when the fucking Section 8 runs out? You know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah, you got like 40 U-Hauls parked on each curb.
Yeah.
Like, you got to still be able to drive past them.
This is literally Silverado Trailer Park in North Las Vegas, where I lived for a good portion of like my youth. And when we did the trailer park episode a while back, I think I explained it then, but you know, I explained things 10 times. And I was like, all right, cool. I want to do a trashy background, you know, all that stuff. I was looking it up. And so I was like, I wonder, because, you know, Google Maps is a thing and you go on all that stuff. So Silverado Trailer Park typed into Google, motherfucker's still there, you know, and all that shit. Of course, some of the trailers are still there that I didn't remember because I went through the street view, you know, and I was like, oh yeah, my mom used to bang that guy, you know, and all that stuff. And then this is like the entrance right here. And I literally grew up across the street from these trailers right here. That one that has the weird fucking what is it, Goldilocks haircut and shit, whatever it is right there on my, whatever side this is, your left, my right, left, right, left, whatever. That trailer has been there since 1989. Like, that's the earliest I've remembered. But as you could tell, like, it's got siding on it, so they don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got when Tucky said he subbed to the channel for Rogue Shop. A bunch of them there. Thanks guys, that's awesome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll be watching from the ride home from work because I don't get off till like 5:30 or maybe even later. Now I gotta take photographs of 16 million fucking products, but you know, so that c'est la vie or whatever. That's what the French say or whatever.
Just the way it goes.
Yeah, Rochambeau or whatever. Anyways. So
Anthony, all right, Vandal,
Anthony,
let's get you back on track. Let's get the rundown here.
Let's get this rundown going. I'm going to go
So
forever.
here's the thing. A few weeks ago, and I don't know why I missed this, but Sewer Rug had mentioned that it's the rub down. So it's always going to be the rub down from now on. Like, I don't know why I didn't do that from the beginning, but it's no longer the rundown. Now it's the rub down. So Friday Fallout rub down is as follows. I do have a Rotten Potatoes review for this evening. And Chris put together a tinfoil hat time. We haven't done one of those in a little while. He also has a segment called IG Undercover, which I have no idea what it is, and I love that because I don't ever get to be surprised on this show, like hardly ever. So this is going to be good. I put together a segment called Logo or No Go, which we'll talk about once we get there. And instead of PT Loser, instead of the boat parts game, this Amazon Hub game is something that I put together that I think you guys will all enjoy. It follows kind of the same style as those games, and it's just something a little bit different. And I have some ideas that for this game that might continue on. So that's what our rundown is going to be. Or I'm sorry, our rub down is going to be this evening. So whenever you want to roll that beautiful bean footage, we will get on to the rottenest of potato reviews.
It's ready. I'm vaping real hard, so it sounds like they're spray painting. All right, Anthony, you're up.
Okay. I actually, tonight's movie, I think Snorkel probably has seen. So before I get into this, I want to. All these other channels do things like where they'll do like Spotify playlists and pick songs and all that kind of shit on there, which, nobody listens to these playlists except for probably the people that actually have the show, and they probably don't even listen to them anyway. But I thought it might be fun for us to put together a list that we can reference throughout the year, and then at the end of the year, do something with it. My idea was that maybe we would do the 25 worst movies that we have seen or reviewed on the show.
Oh.
And then we can always, so we'll put 1 or 2 or 3 on the list every week. And then we can always, debate whether the next movie is better or worse than that one. And then we'll end up with a top 25. We don't have to do this, but it's just something I've been thinking about that might be fun to add into this. And this movie tonight is no exception for one of the worst movies in existence.
Oh,
Snorkel, have you ever seen The Informers?
Yes, The Informers, yes.
Okay, good. All right. So The Informers, there's a lot of things about this movie that just absolutely make me laugh, but it is horrible. So if you notice the movie poster, we have Billy Bob Thornton under his picture.
Yeah,
that right there.
Winona Ryder under Mickey Rourke's picture, and Amber Heard with Mickey Rourke's name underneath of it.
Well, to be fair, she's pretty Mickey Rourke-in right now.
And then if you go down to the bottom, there is Chris Isaac, who,
great singer.
No. And then Amber Heard's name. The worst part about this is the star or the main character of this movie, his name's not anywhere on the poster. All of these people at the top, except for Amber Heard, have like bit parts in this movie. Now, if you want to see Amber Heard nude for about, 35, 40 minutes of this movie, this is the one to watch about this. The movie is terrible. They do this thing in Hollywood when they make a movie, like they will have people come back and talk into a microphone, and then they dub it over the scene so you can actually hear what they're saying. I think they did that for this entire movie.
Really?
Like the audio is so bad, and you could tell it's just totally overdubbed from what they're actually doing. It's supposed to be like this gritty thing about the 80s and all of the, the rich kids in the 80s. The problem is they have what I would consider maybe non-heterosexual guys that are playing all of these heterosexual roles. So it's not really believable as far as them having this relationship. It's terribly written. The plot is awful, but there is a lot of nudity in this, and it has that kind of blue haze to everything. It's got that kind of night, look to all of this. And it's just
Nicolas
a bunch of kids in the 80s who were rich that were just kind of assholes, or it's just not good. And the problem is it has a ton of stars in it for something that is just absolutely horrific. I can't really even tell you really what the story is. It's just them being assholes. Like that's kind of like the entire story. Like in the very beginning of the movie, one of the kids dies, gets run over by a car at a party, and they kind of try to make part of the story about that. But I mean, most of this is just dirty and grungy. I noticed on the actual ad itself that they had referenced like I was going to say No Way Out. I think that's I can't remember if that's actually the name of the movie or not. But
Greed is good, sex is easy, youth is
I
forever.
mean, American Psycho. Sure, if that's the same guy, like I liked American Psycho, but this was just absolutely awful, and it made me want to do a list of like the top awful movies. For the amount of boobs and sex in this, I'm probably going to give this a little higher score than I would just for the simple movie itself. So we'll go like a 35% on this, maybe Rotten Potatoes. But otherwise, it is just awful. Snorkel, please give me your input on what you loved and what you hated about this movie.
The only reason I watched this is because one of my stupid ass friends said that if I liked pushing 10, I should definitely watch this movie.
Oh, that's not even
and
close.
no, not even close. I didn't listen to another movie recommendation from that bastard for the rest of the time I knew him. So, but it was like, okay, sure, Billy Bob Thornton. No, okay, I'll watch it. I regretted it about 20 minutes into it.
Billy Bob Thornton doesn't really have a large role in this.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, Kim Basinger is like the mom that's screwing the friend of the main character. So it's Kim Basinger plays that role like she always plays, where she's just like lounging on the bed all the time because she's so depressed and fucked up and all of that. And I'm like, all right, well, that's the Kim Basinger role. It's like Kristen Stewart is going to take over that role as she gets a little bit older. Like it's just it's so bad. Like I even forgot Mickey Rourke was in this until I was watching it. I'm like, oh yeah, there's his 5 seconds of part in this. We'll put him on the poster. Amber Heard looks really hot in this. I gotta admit, like if she was deaf and mute, like I would probably be all over that. But she really does, and that part of it is the only reason that I think anybody would watch this. The funny thing is, it's like I was flipping through. I think it was on like the Roku channel or something like that, and it was on there. That should tell you how great of a movie this is. When it ends up on the Roku channel that no one ever watches.
Yeah.
And I saw the name, and I'm like, is that movie? And I started watching. And I'm like, yep, that's my review for this week because I remember this being like absolutely awful. But on a side note, I saw something today that I wanted to kind of bring up that I was not expecting, and I think that you guys would love the way that it looks. I believe it's called Space Sweepers, and it's on Netflix. And the coolest part about this is that it's a Chinese movie, so there's a lot of they overdub it in English so you can kind of follow along, which I normally hate that. But the look of this movie is so cool. Like nothing in the CGI has been overlooked. Like everything is dirty and grungy, and you can tell like every bolt is there on every spaceship. It's obviously a sci-fi thing. I love the look of this movie. It's like I want this to either be like the way that the new Star Wars would look, or it almost looks like an updated Firefly. Like it has this really great look to it. And I ended up watching the whole thing, not really caring what the story was about, but just the look of the movie and the ships that they put out and all of this is just phenomenal. Like I was literally blown away. Like I will probably watch it again and pay more attention to the story, but I was just blown away by the actual look of the movie.
I'm looking at the trailer right now. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great. Like that was the whole reason I even clicked on it. And then it was like, okay, I see all of I believe it's Chinese. I see all the Chinese people, and I'm like, I know what this is going to be. I've seen these kind of movies before, but god damn, if the arts department and the CGI people didn't knock it out of the park, like it looks great.
It got a 4.7 out of reviews on Google reviews.
4.7 for a movie that's dubbed,
and 3 stars on IMDb. 6.5.
Yeah. And that's just because most people will not watch a movie that's dubbed, and I'm kind of in that list. Like, I don't want to read movies. Like, I'm not a big fan of that at all.
Almost 4 full stars on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. And we don't normally take their reviews, obviously, because they get things, wrong, as we know about Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints. Yeah.
Every time.
Fucking
England doesn't use spices. Tomato. So let's get on to those jokes and move on.
Called Space Sweepers. Earn Space Sweepers. And
Space Sweepers. Like I said, I'm not toting it as a great movie as far as story and all of emotional and all that. But the cinematography, if we could say that word, is just it's beyond anything that I was expecting with this, and I was happily surprised.
I feel like this movie for you is like the Final Fantasy CGI movies for me. They look amazing, but once they start talking, I'm like, ugh, stop. Like, don't do that.
Right. Yeah. And not that the story was necessarily bad. It's just dubbed movies. It's like watching the guy. Sounds good. It's like, oh, I hate that shit. Like, I just don't.
You need the
It's hard for me
continuity.
to deal with that. But it was the rest of the movie was so good. It was worth suffering through that. So anyway, that's it for Rotten Potatoes. It's up to you, Vandal. I'm letting you kind of run this tonight because I only have a couple other segments left, and I want to see what you got.
Yeah, so we'll do tinfoil hat. Let me bump that up real quick right now. Cool.
Yeah, and Ern, I'm with you. I cannot stand movies that sound corrected, and yeah, don't watch it.
Don't. Also, that filter, the Instagram fucking filter on the entire movie.
I'm just gonna say no.
You mean you say that, but you also like Fallout with Bethesda games where they put all a green or a yellow filter. Wow, I am fucking parodying myself tonight.
Oh.
You guys, it's been
Video
a week.
Games and movies are two different things, so yeah.
I guess.
Also, you like those video games more.
And I really hate that you sent me that Xbox because it's been taking up way too much.
That's good. Enjoy life, man, and stuff. And like, it's funny. Anthony's been playing a lot of Fall Guys apparently, and I found that game that you were talking about, Split Second. I haven't downloaded it yet. But anyways, we'll get into like random ramblings later.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this whole show is.
This
at this
is
point.
specific ramblings.
Yeah.
So go ahead with your tinfoil out there.
So, when you look around the world right now, you look at everything that's going on, major conflicts, politics, you don't even want to touch it. Like, what the fuck? I'm convinced at this point we are on the last season of an Alien TV show, and right now it's like, when you usually watch a TV show and towards like the last 2 seasons, they're out of ideas. The show's been on for like 10 years, 8 years, 12 years. You know what I mean? Someone can't fall in love again. Someone can't, date their coworker or like, office kind of stuff or whatever. So now, they just throw anything they can in, they throw in like the weird curveball. You got a kid out of here, like fucking, their house exploded and stuff like that. That's exactly where I think we are right now on this timeline in this universe, is that we were put here, like, I'm not a God believing kind of guy. I believe whatever you want. I'm not going to judge you for it. But more or less, I think like everything on this planet has been handpicked to be here, but not from like a god, but from like an advanced civilization, right? Like, it's a petri disc. We've all been put here, and it's like, look at it grow. Human, season 1. Oh, he bonked that guy in the head with a stick. And he dragged his wife into a cave, season 2, They're over here like fucking, they learned how to fucking start a fire. Number 3, they started eating meat. Holy shit, these guys can talk to each other now. No more oonga boongas, you know what I mean? Anyways, you go through it, religion and all that stuff, conquest, Christianity, industrialization, and then now we're here. When you think about it, and I get it, people in the 90s, like when I was a kid in the 90s, you'd think like it's not going to get any better than this. And I'm talking like PlayStation 1 Tomb Raider titties, triangle graphics, like this is so realistic, or you're watching like, the very first Fast and the Furious movie, you're like, better than this? Are you kidding me? And the next thing you know, they're jumping out of planes. Like, it kind of plays into my point. Like, now they're shooting cars out of space, that you eventually get to the point to where you just have to throw everything at the fucking wall. And like, sure, some of it sticks. A lot of it just falls down. But now we're at the point where like, we're all the shit on the wall and it's all blending together. And like these aliens that, I think like created this petri dish planet are kind of like, man, this shit sucks. This is boring now. You know what? Let's give this senile man all the power in the world. Bing, or whatever. Oh, let's make this one guy really mad that he lost. Bing, and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, China's in charge now. What the fuck? Bing, 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 bing. That's like a billion bings, by the way. And all that shit. And so I just wanted to see, like, I get it. Anthony, you've lived through a lot. Snorkel, you're a little bit older than me. Like, what are you sitting stuff with now? Is it starting to feel like the Twilight Zone-ish? Like, with existence, with everything going on around you,
Does anybody remember anything real happening since 2012?
You know what I mean? Like, if you guys think back, you could think like there's a whole difference of thought, and I get it. Like, as you become older, you become more cognizant of your surroundings and what's going on. You're influenced easier, you know what I mean? And to a degree, you pay attention more, I guess you would say. But like, when you think about it, like, I can't imagine, like, I can't think that anything feels the same. It's like there's been a switch that's been flipped. And it's not just like, and it's not like, oh, it's a mental thing or it's like, you feel a thing. I like everyone, it seems like there's like this palpable weird tension. And it's not even like a violent tension against everything in the world or even like a hateful or hurtful or anything like that, but it's not a joyous one. You know what I mean?
No, I think you're right. I think the funny thing about it is, if you look at it from, like, let's say, a sci-fi movie, viewpoint. Early on, what makes great sci-fi movies? Great sci-fi movies are made by conflict, or wars, or oppression, and all of those kinds of things. And I think one of the things that at least, and this is a boomer talking, obviously, but one of the things I see is that we don't really have anything that we're striving for at this point. I feel like we're in the point of the happily ever after situation of a movie, kind of.
Yeah.
You started out and you didn't have anything, or you were really struggling, and then we went to war, and when we fought off this evil empire or whatever it is. And then we're now at the point of our technology is getting up to the point where everything's really comfortable, and you're going to that happily ever after. And I think people don't have anything to, like, for lack of a better term, fight for. So
Yeah.
that's why I think you feel like that there's that thing in the air where, like, all these people that have been kind of genetically dispositioned toward conflict.
There is no conflict.
They're supposed to just turn that switch off and not be that person anymore. Makes it incredibly difficult. Like, I mean, we've gotten to the point where the people who gave us all of these things to start with are now the enemy, because all of the white man is now the thing that everybody wants to be mad at and against, because we caused all of these issues. And I think now we're just in the cleanup stage. Like, everybody is in that, well, let's clean up the earth, let's clean up this, let's clean up that. And it's like all these guys that are used to, like, in the 80s, you were tearing stuff down, you were rebellious, you were, trashing stuff. And, that's the kind of mindset you had. And, like, I don't even see rebellion in kids anymore. It's like, for us in the 80s, it was like, I want out of this house as fast as I fucking can. When I turned 18 at 12:01, my shit was packed. I was ready to go. And now it's like, oh, we love our parents, we're going to stay here till we're 40. And you know what? That all of that is fine if that's what you want to do. I just can't understand that mindset. And so now I just feel like I am living in the retirement of the universe, as you will. Like, I understand what you're saying. And, without having some kind of conflict to fight against, I think a lot of us, that internal fighting is just going to destroy us.
That's why I think it's going at too. It's like so much discourse between, like, people that, 5 years ago, you would have been like, let's just say, for example, like a neighbor, you walk down the street, hey, what's up, Bill? What's up, Jim? How are the kids? How's the dog? Oh, yeah, and all this stuff. You conversate now, and then, like, you see something small in you, or small that they provide about, like, a personal opinion on something, whether it's like a political thing, or it's like a belief in, like, oh, is this good or is this bad kind of thing, or anything. And then now we're all just, like, it seems predisposed to just be like, you know what? We've echo chambered ourselves, I think, so roughly, because when you think about it, like, as far as technology goes, I mean, I'm sure there'll be something that comes out, but beyond putting a fucking chip in your head that you can turn on and you're in the metaverse or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like, there's nowhere else I could see things getting better. You know what I mean? And I get it. People would say that with, like, a corded phone where you had to ring, 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 and then it went, oh, you just dial the buttons. And now, it's a cordless phone in your house, and now it's in your pocket, and now you don't even use the fucking phone. You know what I mean? And stuff like this. And we've been trained, especially in the first world, to be so comfortable in our own zones. Everything is so tailored to the individuality of the person that we forget that there's other individualities out there, and that someone's individuality doesn't have to exactly be ours. But then again, it seems like if we, like, oh, let people be who they want to be, or like what they like, or go through what they go through, and it doesn't exactly line up, it feels like we're kind of just like, you know what, you're going to force that on me. But people don't realize you thinking about someone pushing that on you or something like that, you're pushing it on yourself because someone else showed something that they liked or that they were interested in, and it makes you uncomfortable because then you start to realize, fuck, there's something outside my reality. You know what I mean? Like, there's that going on. And, like,
well,
yeah, sorry,
I was just gonna say, I feel like we're in the fallout of this virus too. Like, it's been a few years now, and I was looking at what Angela was commenting about. Gen Xers basically had to raise themselves. I mean, you guys, a lot of people don't really get that, but yeah, that was we were definitely forced to kind of become adults very quickly, because parents were either that was one of the first times where you saw like two parents that were working like full time all the time, and latchkey kids and all of that kind of stuff is where it started. But you really had to kind of raise yourself, like that was part of it, and you were raised in like this. TV was what kind of raised you. But I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm kind of glad you brought this up. Like, when is the last time that you accepted or gave a handshake to someone?
Never.
Like, that's just something that just doesn't. And for me, it was like when I was working and running, like auto repair shops and stuff like that. If somebody would shake my hand when we were done, like we had fixed their car and they paid and they shook my hand and it was like, really appreciate what you're doing. That meant so much to me. But nowadays, it's like the handshake is something that is just gone and probably won't come back as far as regular, because everybody is scared to touch or be close or to do anything, because they don't want to die. And I think that's part of where we are with this. It's like you feel like this tension in the air because you just don't want to get whatever cooties that the other guy has, and so you end up spacing yourself to the point where we're all just going to live behind a computer screen, and that's how we'll interact.
It's funny you brought that up too, because like I will shake someone's hand if it has to do with something that's business, or it's something that I'll help somebody with something or do something, and it's usually with work stuff, right? And they're genuinely thankful as me saying, okay, yeah, I acknowledge, But beyond that, it's in, like, I'm not even joking, stipulated in my hiring contract that I am bought latex gloves to wear at work every day. I stipulated that I will do whatever you want me to do, but I have to have latex gloves. And it's because, and it was before the COVID thing, but I'm also kind of a sweaty guy. But long story short, I hate touching people, and it's a little different. But yeah, with the COVID thing though, I know, we're kind of like the post-COVID thing now. I've already had it. You can get it again. It can still fuck you up and all that shit. I understand that. But we're kind of at that point now to where we're treating it like the flu. But I swear to God, someone coughs within 5 feet of me, I'm like, no, I don't care. I'm not judging it. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Guess what?
Coughing in public is totally a thing of the past.
Yeah.
And the reason I brought it up was I know some people in chat. I know Angela Garrity watches this show, but the Great British Baking Show. One of the things that one of the main guy does on there, that if you put out something spectacular, you get what's called a Paul Hollywood handshake. And it's one of these things. It's like this reverent thing that I always joke. I'm like, I wonder if British people would prefer to be knighted or get a Paul Hollywood handshake, like because those things seem to be like on the same level. But that's what kind of brought it to my attention. I'm like, that handshake is so revered because nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, no one, the fist bump has kind of replaced that, and then you even get the nubbin where it's just like, all right, I don't really want to touch you, but I'm never going to touch my elbow. So there you go. Here you go.
That's I do the pound it. That's it. I'll do the elbow.
I'm sure you pound it as often as you can.
Well, I mean, what? But yeah, and Ern says in the chat, why does no one say goodbye on the phone anymore? I don't talk on the phone. No, I say goodbye though. I say bye, like bye.
I'll say bye in text, but fuck you if you're going to talk.
When's the last time you looked at your phone and somebody was calling you? You're like, yay! Most of the time, it's like, God damn it, why is he fucking calling me?
I think I was
12, can you just send me a text? Like,
12 years old.
In the last 3 years, when it was a computer shop telling me they replaced my MacBook's battery.
There we go. Yeah,
that was it. I was like, okay, cool. I can go back to work now.
And it's not that I hate talking to these people. It's just the point, like, I don't know. I've just gotten so used to doing it a different way. It was like when texting first came out. I'm like, can't you just call me?
Yeah.
And now I'm completely 100% the other way.
Do not fucking call me.
Yeah.
Send me a text.
I will decline your call and text you. What's up?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, there'd be like again, it's only work. I have to explain things for work, so that's it. That's the only time I'm on the phone.
And sometimes sending a text for you to do an explanation for something is a whole lot longer process than just calling somebody and explain it over the phone. And I get that. Like, though there are situations that is the case. But there are people out there that just want to talk on the phone. I'm sure we all have somebody like that in our lives. It's just, that's the way they want to. And it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just weird because we're not used to it anymore. So no, I think that was a good topic. That was a good topic, man.
Duchess says, why did we evolve from hieroglyphics to words to back to hieroglyphics emojis? I think we're dumbing back down. And here's the thing with that. I don't think we're dumbing back down because we're not like stoning people in the streets and setting them on fire at stakes or anything like that. But people, I think, like, communication is, like it or not, it's fashion. It's a popular culture. Communication is a form of popular culture, and the easiest way to convey an emotion through this is that we're doing it. And you may think like, we're dumbing back down, but it's actually way more complicated because if you think about it, they can't even decipher like what a good portion of the hieroglyphics that are out there. And then like, they were able to do that by chiseling fucking stone. And you got to imagine those days were probably like the days of like, the DJs and stuff like that. How everyone was one at one point and stuff. And then, it weeded out, and it stopped being cool. But I don't think we're dumbing back down with things because a lot of people say like, just a quick reference is like, things in the world are getting worse. Like I got in this thing on this IG comment thread about this, and this guy, like, I'm not trying to hate anybody, but like every time there's some kind of war that happens, even if it's a small thing, Jesus is coming back, and all this stuff. The world's going bad. It's terrible. It's not that bad. They used to stone women, for like, showing off more than the ankle, back in the day. Or, if a guy raped your daughter in the biblical days, he technically owned her now, so things aren't getting worse, like, yeah, I'm not saying like things aren't bad. Like, yeah, Black people are being attacked by the police unfairly in higher volumes, or like, there's a lot of racism going on, hate crimes, there's, pay wage gaps and stuff like that. But because someone has an opinion you don't like, things aren't getting worse than they used to be. Because guess what? Back when things were when they used to be, someone could kill you because they had slightly more power over you with influence and money, and then you would just cease to exist, and you wouldn't be able to go onto your $1,000 iPhone, get on Facebook, and complain about how things are so bad. Like, you wouldn't even have an opinion back then. You'd be living in a hovel with 500 other fucking dudes going to the fucking bean mill, creating fucking beans so that the English people could fucking eat, and the king sitting on his horse shitting on your fucking front hovel. You know what I mean? Like, things aren't getting worse. And I'm not saying that, Duchess, I'm not directing this at you. I kind of ranted and tangented off there. But I don't think we're getting dumber. I think we're getting smarter, and we're realizing that there's nuances in things that can be changed. And that's why I think
How dare you
but
accuse
Duchess
me
respect.
of getting smarter? God,
what I always reference
you.
when I see somebody who only communicates in emojis, I start thinking about the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and the big fat aliens that only use like symbols and signs and to run like computers. I feel like sometimes I feel like we're transitioning into that species. It's just these fat, overgrown, people who put out terrible poetry and only communicate in symbols.
Yeah.
Days that I feel like that's the life, the world that I live in, unfortunately. So
I love the use of emojis. You know what my emojis to you mean? I acknowledge what you sent me. The emoji is the reaction, and that's the end of the conversation.
Nope.
Like that's
Sweet.
like that's like a lot of people like back in the day. I would like I'd make fun of people. I do it sometimes still on Instagram threads just to be an asshole. I see some guy that's like in his 50s with a picture of his wife on his IG, and he's commenting on a big booty pit girl like, "Oh my god, I need to take you out," and they have like 42 emojis. I'm like, "Look at you teenage fucking girl over here wooing. I'm gonna message your wife. You put her in your bio," and then I'm blocked. I'm not gonna message their wife or anything like that. I'm just being a dick face, and all that stuff. And I used to think like, you're a 12-year-old girl using emojis because I grew up in the AIM era and stuff like that. You use the emoticons. You use the fucking colon and the fucking parentheses and shit like that. And then when I see like, it's like I'll use them for like advertising stuff with our post at work for sure, with stuff like that. But as it goes more of the personal thing, it's never like the laughing faces unless that's a direct reaction, but it's never like the cheesy shit. I think whatever I post an emoji has context to what's going on in the conversation. But I will say I do judge like a guy that's Anthony's age has like 42 emojis in his bio. Nah, I know you're fucking mentally weak. I'm going to abuse that. I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to make fun of you. You're going to be like, "Oh, you misspelled a word? Well, guess what, motherfucker? You misspelled your whole fucking life. I'm about to make fun of you. I know you're alone. You put emojis in your bio." No, I'm kidding. But
thank you, Duchess. The Vogons. I could not think of the name of them, but yes. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that makes me feel better about it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, do you want to get on to something else?
Yeah, so I'll close it out with, I think that we are on season 9 of Earth right now, you know. We're about to hit the switch or whatever, and things got to start over. New cast, new crew, you know.
We're 200 episodes in. It's time to have a reboot.
Time to go, man. Yeah. But anyways, that has been tonight's tinfoil hat time. It went places I didn't think it'd go, but hey, we went there, and we're there. And I kind of like
the pimp tinfoil hat, though.
Yeah.
It's just off that off to the side.
I feel like Bender from Futurama. All right, bumpers up. Let me change this out. All right. Boom.
All right. So, do you want to go on to your next segment, or do you want to mix up a drink?
Let's do the drink because you've been wanting to do this, and I've been slacking. Let me choose my virtual background. All right.
All right. So, I saw this thing when I was doom scrolling Instagram. This has been, God, at least a month ago. We've been trying to get this together. And I guess there's a thing out there that says that if you mix orange juice with Hershey's strawberry syrup, it tastes just like Skittles. And I haven't done this. This is the second bottle of orange juice that I've bought because we keep forgetting to do this segment. So we're going to try this tonight. Vandal's got orange juice and the syrup, and we've never done this before. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I don't know if anybody in chat has actually ever done this.
We're trying to get sponsored.
I have no idea what this is going to taste like. It was one of the challenges that didn't have to do with Tide Pods, so I was good to give this a shot.
So I don't need these? No. Watch Vandal eat a Tide Pod live on stream.
I have no idea how much of each that you're supposed to use.
I don't know either, but I'm just shooting it in. I think I should drink this down a little bit. That's what I say every time I open a bottle of vodka.
Just shoot it in.
Check it out. We're at Wednesday season 2.
All right.
Oh, I shouldn't have brushed my teeth. No, I'm kidding. I don't brush my teeth.
It kind of looks like orange Sunny, or like the red Sunny D.
Oh, yeah. Check it out, guys. New vape juice called Shit. You're going to vape it because I'm tattooed and you like me.
I may have put too much syrup in here, but we'll see.
Does it? Yeah, was there an exact measurement?
No, not that I saw it.
Wait, do you have a
cup? No, there was just poured in.
Do you have a cup? Are you using a cup?
I have a cup, yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's a party, baby. I got my red Solo
I was going to
cup.
say, I'm going to play some beer pong.
Yeah.
You know what? That's the next idea. I'm gonna get an automated ping pong ball shooter machine, and then I'm gonna have it on the button on my fucking dash thing, and fucking every time I hit it, it hits you while we're on stream.
It just tastes like orange juice. Maybe I didn't use enough.
It tastes like Skittles. It tastes like Skittles.
How much did you put in?
100% does. A lot.
I put in probably comparatively to the bottle, which is not gonna help on screen, maybe this much.
He did about an eighth of the bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you have to use a lot.
Yeah, that's actually really fucking good.
It is. It is.
I would put liquor in this if I still drink. I like that.
I'm not getting it. I put a ton in here. And it's only a solo cup, so.
Maybe it's a plastic.
I mean, it tastes really good. I'm getting like a melted, frozen, like push up.
Push pop. You gotta take it in. All 9,000 taste buds.
All 9,000 taste.
Let the flavor in. Rub it.
Here we go.
The flavor. That's a 10.
The aerate. Check the legs.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Gargle it a little bit. You gotta be like this.
Oh yeah, now I'm getting it.
You guys don't gargle like that? Me either.
Yeah.
So, Ern says...
It's really sweet.
Oh, yeah.
And I like sweet, but man, I think anyway.
It looks good in the bottle, too. Like
the same person
like Winford Brimley. Like, I got the diabetes.
I was going to say, dude.
The same guy that gave that out on TikTok did one with Oreos dipped in sour cream. And it tastes like chocolate cheesecake, and it definitely fucking does.
Well, to be fair, sour cream and cheesecake.
So, yeah, I'm okay.
Do you not like Oreos?
Oreo, like this I could see, but sour cream and Oreos, man.
I'm telling you, 100%. Same dude
like
that
spaghetti and grape jelly. Like,
Ern said he wants to bleach his fucking ears now. You're welcome. Also, Ern, I think it has to be the Hershey's.
I think it says beach. not bleach.
It has to be the Hershey's, not
Yeah.
the fucking Quick.
I'm pretty
The
sure.
Quick
I,
does
I
not
got
work.
Hershey's. Like I definitely got Hershey's. Like,
Yeah, it has to be
It
the
has to be the
Hershey's
Hershey's.
and the Simply, right?
Just any orange juice that's not
yeah,
from
it didn't
concentrate.
specify orange juice. So
Okay, because I
Yeah.
thought you said it was Simply because I bought
I
these
can't do rich person orange juice. I got
He did Great Value, which is literally Simply. It's just $2
just in a different
cheaper.
bottle and
Exactly.
Grey Goose and the bottle of Kirkland vodka are the same. And we talked about this on the show.
Same fucking thing, yo.
Same.
It's just the branding.
So yeah, but it tastes delicious. Like
I
it
like
really
it.
does. Like yeah,
It looks like my
adding some
background.
vodka to that would be a phenomenal party. Like everybody would be passed out at your house, like because they would not be able. There's a drink that I like to make for parties called Riot Punch, and it's Sunny D and vanilla vodka. It's fantastic.
So it's like a creamy soda, like a creamy.
Well, there's no soda. It's just
Oh, I said soda, but I mean like a creamy liqueur. This would be like if I wish like back when I used to like house parties and stuff. This would have been a great fucking jug of juice. You get the fucking construction jug or whatever. You mix your shit in it and fucking do it. But yeah,
Ern's like I even proofread that.
Yeah.
And still spelled it wrong. We love you, Ern, man. Thanks for taking over for David Moore. Anyway,
yeah. Angela says instead of grape, cranberry, ocean spray, and Fleetwood Mac, it's OJ and strawberry dubstep. Fleetwood Mac still slaps though. Let's be honest.
Or we could just keep the Fleetwood Mac and skip the dubstep, Angela. Jesus.
I like the Rumors album. I'm not going to say that I like everything Fleetwood Mac, but the Rumors album is
Rumors
just funny
album's
because
tight.
Yeah.
everything on there is actually happening at the point where they're recording the album. So
Big Rick
they're all
said
cheating on each other, and it's great. Like,
It's
I love
vivacious.
the story behind it.
And why, Big Rick? Because I've already done this.
Yeah, Big Rick asked why Snorkel didn't do it. Also, you have to leave the basement to get the juice.
Yeah, I would have to make a trip, and
Yeah.
no. I've already done that, which was one of the prerequisites.
If you guys
Anthony
haven't
had.
figured this out by now, like I don't ask these guys for anything because I know it's not going to happen. So,
Hey, I show up 2/3 of the time.
like last Friday, I'm like, Vandal, I'm really busy at work. He's like, I'll put together 3 or 4 segments. I got 2, so I'm really happy with how it
3.
turned out. So
You got 3. Yeah.
Tinfoil hat time.
yeah,
I'm counting this as mine. No,
Okay.
no, hold
So
on.
3. We'll go with that.
Let me look at the feed. IG Undercover. So yeah, it's 2.
Yeah. So here's the rundown. Show me your 3.
Yeah. You got great value earn. No.
Great value earn. I love that.
No.
All right. I have no idea what this next segment is, and I'm kind of excited to find out. So tell me about IG Undercover.
I made a bumper. We're gonna get copyright striked.
Won't be the first time.
Yeah.
Like-
I made it. Yeah. So I used
Okay.
I used the Law and Order theme song, but I slowed it down and took off the tempo and all that stuff. So like I had to do it long enough so it got to the. But on that version, it's like. Yeah. See, this is what
I love
happens. I did that on purpose. So you guys be like, Anthony, if you don't do stuff for this show, we're never gonna watch. No, I'm kidding. All right. So we've talked about it before. And I'm going to talk about it again. It's a topic with me. It is what it is. My bread and butter is on Instagram. It's part of my job and all that stuff. But I've made fun of Big Rick on here. I made fun of Anthony last show, for this stuff. But a lot of these times, like these fake profiles of these hot babes that are following you or liking your stuff or commenting you or sending you DMs and stuff like that. It's not what you think it is, you know what I mean? And we kind of did stuff like this, not really the Instagram side of it, but back when we used to did the very early, back when it was a Craigslist game, before it was the boats parts game, we used to go on Craigslist and then we would leave the show and it was like, our corporation donation so that people won't throw away our Nikes and burn them in the street kind of thing, where I would go and I'd find a weird gig thing for be like, oh, we want a model chick to come show up, and then the pay we'll negotiate it. Also, you have to be 18 to 19, 5'4", 120-pound fucking butt cheeks, 2-inch waist, and 46 triple Ds. Anyways, we'd warn people.
32F.
Yeah, 32F in the chats for respect, and stuff like that. Anyways, So this is more on the other side of that, and I'm helping the bros tonight because none of you guys would have got hired for any of those gigs. None of you are 18-year-old nubiles or anything, but a lot of you guys could be duped, as we've seen, by Instagram dudes undercover as fake women. And they do this thing, so they'll follow you. These pages. It's like it'll be a name, and it's a quite repetitive theme you'll see, where it's like Amber Michael followed you. It's not Amber Michelle. It's Amber Michael or Brittany Jefferson. It's like, come on, Jefferson. Like, come on, we get it. You just got fucking moving on up to the east side in Somalia. Like, come on, think of something better, or wherever you're scamming people from. I get a lot from South Africa or Middle Africa scammers. Anyways, so they'll follow you, and you're over here thinking like, oh, blah, 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 this chick's hot, right? So let me pop this up on the screen for you guys. And I'm going to show you some things to look out for. And then you can avoid, like, if they're going to follow you and you just want followers and stuff like that, cool, go for it. As soon as they start messaging you, as soon as they start, like, like hearting your stuff and like, oh, check your messages and stuff, that's when you need to watch out for this stuff. Because there's no girl in the world that's on the internet that's going to hit you up and be like, damn, you're hot, I've never met you, we should become friends. I'm sorry, guys. Hopes and dreams crushed? That's not a thing. That's not how it works. It's the spam mail of social media. So, pop this up on the screen for you. And this is perfect. And this chick following me, or trying to, because my profile is private, kind of inspired me to do this for you guys. So, you see right here, her name is Danielle Bibin. But then, so her profile page, whatever. This is like most Instagram girl things. Tiffany Steve is not a real person. Carpet waste. I'm sorry. It's just, no, it's not. Yeah, we have covered this a billion times, Big Rick, and you still don't, Big Rick, you don't say nothing. Don't say anything on this segment, man. Do not. I saw 8 things today that I could have been like, man, you know what? Nah, Big Rick gets a little too much, he's going to work a good, you know what I mean? Anyways, Danielle BBNN. All right, what is her name? Bonanen or something? Like Bobo News Network? No. Anyway, so you look at it and then you scroll, you see your name right here. Oh, you can't see my mouse on the screen, huh? Whatever. It says Danielle and then .p.g. Like, okay, so that's totally different from the screen name, which is fine. But then again, you got to remember, guys, and we talked about this with the tinfoil hat stuff, everything's individualized now. You're not going to meet a guy that's like skate shoes 69 420 anymore. It's usually going to be something that references this person's like name in life. It's like, I'm Anthony Romella at Chris Vandal or Angela Garrity. You know what I mean? Most stuff is like, pretty specific to who it is, and you click on their name, it matches. So if the last name letters on this don't match up with this, it's probably not the same. Also, what's the easiest fucking things to put in your thing? Entrepreneur. Cool. So this is an X crypto account. This hot dude's gonna fucking try and get you to buy some Bitcoins or whatever it is. And then fashion, jewelry, necklace. Okay, so are you Googling these things in your bio?
What's the difference between jewelry and necklace?
That's what I'm saying. Like, think about this. If you read their bio and it sounds like bad English, that's because they wrote it with bad English. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Most people won't spell a word you're right, or wrong, just so that they don't get made fun of on the internet. So most people in their bios, they feel like this is their LinkedIn profile. You know what I mean? They're going to take time and effort. Oh, I'm Jessica and I love horses and trees, tree emoji, butterfly, hashtag wanderlust. I've been to Oklahoma. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. But yeah, so usually it's fake. There's no way around it. Fashion, jewelry, necklace. This person that made this could have been some sweaty dude inside a fucking call center somewhere. He's like, what do women like? Guess what it was? Fashion, jewelry, necklace. That came up there. You know what I mean? This is exactly why I have my IG locked down, says Duchess, and you have to request to be for my profile because I don't accept everyone. I will look at your profile before selecting that it's okay. Exactly. Whatever you put on there, you don't even have to put anything, but now we're in the information age. Your information is worth money. Google makes money off of sharing, like when you Google onto Facebook to show you, like one time you Googled the fucking plunger, and now you have 42 ads from the Home Depot song, dun dun dun. everything you do is transactional. Anyways, let's scroll down a little bit. So, it's like, okay, this is like your average Instagram model. Number one, you know how that's not a real Instagram model? There's no link in bio right here. There's no link in bio. There's no DanielleBBN.com. There's no all my links. You know what I mean? There's no OnlyFans. So, okay, cool. So this chick has...
So, Angela, are you defending this person with jewelry is all-inclusive and necklace is a singular piece? There's no need to defend this person.
No, Angela, and I'm going to show you why this is fake. I got stuff.
I believe that Angela is giving an honest answer to Randall's question of what's the difference. And the difference is what she said.
Gotcha.
That's fair. So you can scroll through, and it's like, oh, okay, like, yeah, whatever, like every Instagram model. But then again, there's no link in bios or anything, there's stuff like, these are all just your basic, these are kind of like your Shutterstock of photos, of model photos, right? So then you scroll down here and then you get to see, you scroll down far enough, you'll be able to see that these posts, they kind of change like the vibe, right? The tune changes a little bit. I know sometimes I mess up and do things that make it seem like I don't care, but trust me, you are my world. Okay, this is a chick posting this about a guy saying it to a chick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like girls won't say like, oh, this is what I want my man to do or anything like that. But this doesn't really happen unless it's like the middle-aged mom or whatever that finally discovered Instagram. And it's like, I've got this meme for my son. Isn't it cool? And it's SpongeBob holding the gat. You know what I mean? Like, it's usually shit like that. But see how the vibe changes? Hating us on is easy. Beating us is impossible. What sport was this? The Patriots or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, okay, this chick doesn't look like your average football fucking fan. And then all this shit. And then this one right here. This is my favorite one. They act like they wish me well. I act like I believe them. Ain't no fucking woman posting this. This is your middle-aged man with rage, erectile dysfunction. He's like, I'm still a wolf. There's a wolf inside me. Guy smoking cigar. This is deep, bro. This is so deep. This isn't some hot chick, posting this kind of stuff. No comments yet.
Attacked.
May 30th, 2020, right? May 30th, 2020. So look at the dates. Oh, you guys can't see that quite yet. Hold on. Let me see if I can stretch this out. Okay, that's making it worse. That's even making it worse. See, there we go. The date on this, 138 weeks ago, but May 30th, 2020. Let me scroll this up for you guys. God damn it. So May 30th, 2020 at the bottom, right? Go to this next picture right here. May 30th, 2020. This picture right here, June 3rd, 2020, okay? And then this one, June 3rd, 2020, okay? This one, June 13th, 2020. So you're starting to notice a pattern that a lot of these are posted around the same time. So what happens when you make a scam profile? You got to fill it out with content to make people think this is a real person. If you're smart, which none of these guys are, you take your time. You post once or twice a week. That's it. Like a normal fucking person. These people that scam you, they load the page up with content because most of y'all are not going to pay attention to it. But the biggest giveaway for these kind of things is this picture right here. And this is what made me do it. Because anyone tries to request to follow me, I check out their profile, like Dutch just said. There's no fucking way I'm just going to let some random person follow me. I don't know if you guys saw, earlier last year, I was almost up to 1,000 followers on Instagram. I'm less than 150 now. I went through and purged anyone I didn't know. People I felt like didn't need to know stuff about my life and stuff like that. If they want to know what's going on, follow the Friday Follow page. Like, there you go. That's it. People, I kept stuff around because your information is worth money. It's worth trafficking. People can take stuff. Long story short, I always check out these profiles and I look at it. The easiest way to tell if this profiles are real or not is like this. So you see this picture right here. That's her holding some cards or whatever, right? And there's no caption or anything. But guess what the date is? May 30th, 2020. And so usually, when you think about it like this, most people content is we're so numb to content that we don't pay attention anymore. You scroll by this thinking it's normal. But most people that would post something like this, think of one person that you'd see post something like this without any context. You know what I mean? Like, I just won at poker. My boyfriend sucks at this game. Or I'm playing with the family. Whatever. There's some kind of context. But this feels like a Shutterstock photo of a model. You know what I mean? Like, this is some guy took this in his fucking basement or his house or whatever and sold this to a website. But anyways, the easiest way to tell is, you can't see my mouse, which sucks. But right here at the bottom of the photo, look at where her elbow is, where it touches. You see that little white bar right there? Mm-hmm. That little white bar is because whoever stole this chick's content to use or from the website screenshotted it, didn't crop it properly, and then posted it on Instagram. And so that's why you have this little white bar right here. That little white bar right there shows you that this was a screen captured photo. Someone took it from wherever it was, most time other Instagram accounts, because it's so easy. There's so many people that no one notices. But, like, you know, there's that. And I want to show you one more thing just to prove this to be a thing. So these are all the people that are trying to follow me on here. I think, is it this one right here? Yeah. So this one right here. Again, look at the bottom of the photo. This model, Georgia Watkins. Watkins, what the fuck is she, a sleuth? Like, is she over here solving crimes in the middle of the night? Like, I know it's not Watson, but I still, Watkins. You just make like a top flight security, Officer Watkins on the case. So right here, though, look at the bottom of that photo.
George Watkins.
Yeah, Georgia Watkins. Like, it's terrible, but you see that little white line there? Check out this photo. It's kind of hard to tell because it's a gray black and white photo. White line. White line. But also, let me see if I can scroll it up enough so you guys can see the date. It is... Oh, wow, that's not... We're helping. All right. September 22nd, 2021. Let me free transform this real quick so you guys can see this. Transform. Edit transformation. Sorry, guys, we're doing some live cuts.
No, I was looking at a couple of the comments Duchess was talking about. It's, you know, when you see something like this and you look at how many people are following versus how many they follow, that's usually a pretty good indication. And Angela was talking about, and look how many different hair links she has for the same date. You know, it's not Vandal, so you know it can't have all those different hair links.
No,
the same date.
I'm the only one that rocks like the quadruple forehead and shit. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm just taking a minute. That's as far as I can take it. All right, perfect. So let's see. Let me lock that in so I don't fuck it up. But 16 likes. God damn it. Come on, bitch. You can do this.
Your forgery is merely elementary, dear Watkins.
Okay, right here. Boom. There you go. September 22nd, 2021. The photo I showed you before. September 22nd, 2021. September 22nd, September 22nd. This chick's whole page, everything in her life happened on September 22nd, 2021. Now you tell me, who the fuck poses in a swimsuit under a fucking faucet? Who the fuck goes to a fucking, looks like a camper RV fucking science fair fucking place? Who goes to this fucking weird ass bathroom? Who does all, it's Christmas, September 22nd, 2021. She's next to a goddamn Christmas tree. Lazy bitch did not take down her decorations. Like, you know, like, this is all
put
over
them up way early.
Yeah, way too early. But, and then like another thing is, you see the captions. So this person tried a little bit. I like poetry. Fashion does not state anything. It merely suggests. This bitch stole that from a perfume bottle. Find your happy colors. They're the ones that make you feel good inside. Okay, she's wearing a purple shirt. Okay, like, yeah. You cannot protect yourself from sadness without protecting yourself from happiness. Have you heard of Google Translate? Like, that's the worst translation I've ever seen. Sad to happy. Hit enter. Boom. So good to me. Like, you know, like, I don't know what accent that is. Actually, I'm not trying to make an accent. But yeah, it's bad. So I just want to give you guys a heads up with this, because, like, if you see
I think we should make this like a regular segment. It can be like Sherlock Holmes, the IG sleuth.
We could do that. We could do that, and I'll go by.
Every time you find one of these, we'll just throw it up there as a segment for that. I'm going to tell a quick, long story short about this particular topic, and then we'll move on. So early on in my Instagram career, there was one of these people that slid into my DMs and started sending me, for lack of a better term, porno videos. Like, they were really short clips, but they were all the same
Big Rick
person. All over, you know, it was over and over. It was all the same one. And then eventually I'm going to say he, said, hey, would you like to have a custom video made? Was trying to be the chick, but it really wasn't. And I'm like, sure. Let's make a custom video. I'm like, hey, how much are they? And so he gives me the list of all these, and he's like, and then send money to Cash App for like Keith James.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not gonna happen, pal.
So I wish I would have saved it, but they ended up blocking me. It's funny because like I had a person. It was like, one of these fake chick profiles. And sometimes I'll just fuck around with them knowing they're fake to waste their time. Like if I get a spam call, I lied. I do answer the phone all the time. Spam calls, I will waste your fucking time. I'm a 60-year-old man on Medicare Part A, B, and C, bitch. What kind of deal can you get me? Anyways. One of these
because they were fake, one of the times they were like, if you send me money, just make sure you send me a screenshot of your Cash App show. So I would make just fake Cash App screenshots and send those over. And it'd be like, stop fooling around and sending me fake stuff. I'm like, well, you're sending me fake stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what? I assume you'd want fake money for your fake Cash App because you're sending me fake shit anyway.
Yeah.
And that usually ends the conversation. Like I didn't have any issues from that point on. But my skills in that area are pretty good. You send over a $3,000 Cash App fake screenshot, and then they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't get anything. You're fucking with me." I'm like, "Yeah, because you're fucking with me." So let's just end.
That's actually pretty good. I didn't even never thought of that, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
But what I did was it was when we still had the apartment, and I was sitting there one night playing like Fallout or something, and I checked my phone and I had a message and an ad request and all that shit, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm pretty good at this stuff. That's my job. I'm on Instagram all the time. I've been on the internet since the internet, since like AOL days, this is my domain. And so this chick sent me like this message. Hey, I think I know you from somewhere. I'm like, oh yeah, where? She's like, where'd you go to school? So I'm like, Elkington, Alabama. You know what I mean? I spell like Alabama, Jessica, Alabama, and all that shit. Oh yeah, I went there too. You remember me?
Fat Albert?
Yeah. And I put
I was at Alabama.
But I was like, oh yeah, like, oh wait, did we have like math or science together? Yeah. Oh my God, how are you? And all this stuff. And like I'd be like, and like I took this on for like 2 days, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'm waiting for it because like this person was trying to play it good. They're like, oh, what's your favorite color? What's your dream house or something? And I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get in a colonial Spanish colony, fucking a Victorian style, just making shit up, going along with it. And so I was going on. So it took about a week and a half maybe, and then eventually it's like, oh yeah, I just. I was like, oh, so how is it going? Message me. Oh, I hope your day was good. Oh, how's your day? Really rough. My car broke down. And all this stuff. Blah blah. I know I'm normally not the kind of person to do this, but I'm trying to make extra money. Have you heard of something called OnlyFans? I'm like, no, is that like where you get fans? You know what I mean? I'm the stupid nice guy. I'm Christopher. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh no, I never heard of that. Please tell me more about it. And so going on, it's like, yeah, like all this and stuff. And so I need some money, and I never do stuff like this, and I just want to pay for my car to get fixed or whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's not really something I'm interested in, and I'm just playing the dumb guy part. Like, oh,
I'll pay you back. I mean, I'll guarantee you I'll pay you back.
They're like, oh, so what if I were to send you a video, like a quick video or something, And I'm like, no, I don't think so. That's not really my kind of Christian ideals, and all this shit, and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, the Lord and Savior Jesus and all this. And they're like, oh, you sure? Like, it's just a short video. I promise. Like, I just want to pay off my power bill. I'm like, power bill and your phone? Oh my God, that's terrible. Both at the same time, catch them in the lie, but act like you believe it, And they're like, oh yeah. So I was all this, and I was like, so it goes on. It's like, no, I'm not really interested. And like, please. And so they sent me a video, and I opened it, and it was like a phone recording of a phone, and it's like a chick that's like, but it's like no nudity or nothing. It's just like on top of like her shirt and all that stuff. And it's like this shit was like shot on an Android, video through an Android, and then recorded on iPhones. Like it's the worst fucking quality you've ever fucking seen. There's not really there. And I'm like, oh my God, wow, you're so beautiful and all this, And they're like, oh, thank you. So you think you could send that money? I was like, I don't think so. And they're like, well, it's all right. Well, fine if you you don't want to do it, I guess I'll have to go find someone else. And I'm like, so I go off and I wrote like this whole like 5-paragraph fucking long message, and I sent like 3 of them. I'm like, you don't have to do this, Billy Ann. You're the God and Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, as He said in Ephesians and all this stuff. And I'm like, you're a better person than that. You're bigger than this. And they're like, oh no, I can't. I was like, if you believe God helps those that help themselves, and all this stuff. And I'm going on and on about this. And then I'm like saying all this. I'm like, this. They're like, wow. And like towards the end, like I think I got them feeling a little guilty. You know what I mean? And they're like, I'm so sorry for bothering you with this. It wasn't like the usual, like, oh, I'm sorry, but please send me stuff to like all this. And I'm like, no, it's okay. Just find faith in your heart, brother. And they're like, brother? I'm like, yeah, you stupid fucking piece of shit. Like, and I sent like a video of me like picking up dog poop at the dog park when we were in the apartment. I was like, check this out. This is you. And I was like, I was picking up dog shit. I was like, this is you. I fucking knew it this whole fucking time. You messaged me for 2 weeks. You could have been ripping off some fucking simp crypto, bro. And you're over here. And I'm like, put the phone at my dog. I'm like, Lily, laugh at him. My dog's like, like whatever, and all this shit. I wish I should have saved that one, because that one would have been so good. But like, here's the thing. People are going to scam you. People are going to come after you. People are going to try and rip you off. As unfortunate as it is, there's no such thing as like, a nice stranger. You might be on the side of the road, a guy help you change your tire. He gets in the car, goes on his way. Cool, that's awesome. That stuff still happens. I've done that. I've helped people. Like one time we're going through a Taco Bell. These 2 girls had their hood open. And they're trying to change their tire. Well, I'm like, why the fuck is your hood open? Okay, let me help you. Okay, cool. I'll change your tire. Bye. I don't know their names. I don't even know your names. Nice people help you, and they go on. No one's going to search you out to give you $1 million. No hot chick's going to search you out to be like, oh my God, I think you're my soulmate. This isn't Craigslist missed connections. You didn't make eyes with this girl at the grocery store. It's not 1994. Stay on your game, male or female. It happens more often to females than it does males. You see these old ladies think they're talking to Adam Levine from Maroon 6 or whatever. That's what they're, Delane's mom thinks it is or something, not that this happened to her, just for a reference, you know what I mean? Like, they think they're talking to Michael Jackson still. He's dead. He died. Like, these people...
You need to read Angela's comment about God don't
want you to get naked, Baba Sue. Yeah. God don't want you to get naked. Naked,
not
yeah.
naked.
Don't want you to get
naked. Angela, thank you for bringing me right back to North Carolina. I hate you.
So guys, we don't do this very often, and Vandal got to tell quite a few long stories. I hope everybody in the chat is fucking sloshed at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Kentucky and myself are done.
Yeah. But, yeah, I just wanted to share some tips and pointers.
Big Rick passed out.
Yeah. He had to go order some chicken McNuggets to cancel out all the alcohol he's drank tonight. But, yeah, I wanted to...
Now I want chicken nuggets.
But yeah, I just wanted to point this out. Male or female, it happens to everybody. This isn't just for the guys. I'm showing you what I see. There's no guys hitting me up trying to rip me off, because guess what? Adam Levine's not my kind of guy. You know what I mean? Anyway, no. But you guys get what I'm saying.
He's got those moves like Jagger.
Yeah. Anyways, he also looks like a Chipotle bag. So there's that with his bad tattoos. But just be careful out there. The internet now is kind of like your home. Your profiles are your private space. There are things you share with the public. There are things that you want to share with people you're proud of. I shared when I got my credit score really high. I shared when I started looking to buy a house. You know what I mean? I share big stuff. But don't be descriptive. Don't be like my 7-year-old son Billy and his favorite dog Blue, which has green eyes. Because like what's right here in the chat. The reason why I'm bringing this up is where I think it was it was Earn, trying to get your password recovery questions. Things you share public, people pay attention to. Your profiles get hacked. Stop doing those fucking quizzes on Facebook to find out what kind of sourdough bread you are. There's one type of sourdough bread. It's called sourdough.
It comes from San Francisco. If it's anywhere else, you've been lied to.
And I think a great way to end this particular segment is anytime that you guys get one of these sent to your Instagram, you just need to send this meme.
But yeah, if the I know I'm hitting like a million different subjects. Long story short, these guys are going to keep messing with you. You guys are going to keep fucking with you. It could be the same guy with a farm of these profiles, farm of these scam callers, whatever it is. If you have the time of the day, do yourself a favor and waste their fucking time. Don't
Yes.
don't like, if you have a lot of work to do and stuff, be like, well, Vandal said I don't have to do my job now. My kids are hungry. Thanks a lot, Vandal. I'll send you a video for $5. No, don't do that. But if you have the time, answer that fucking spam call. Yes, you're a 65-year-old man. And then, or yes, your car needs a new warranty. And the next thing you know, you've got a 2012 Studebaker Hawk.
I kept a warranty person on the phone for 20 minutes until I dropped that I was so excited that they have an extended warranty for a 68 Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
There was about 5 seconds of silence, and then they hung up.
Yeah. Steve-O said he dropped a loaf of sourdough during that, long story short. But yeah, waste these guys'
I went
time.
through 4 fucking drinks through that, long story short, my dude.
Yeah. My favorite now is the spam callers. I apparently have Medicare type A, D, and C, and hepatitis Q. I'm over the age of...
Hepatitis Q is hard to get rid of, my dude.
Yeah.
Hard to get rid of.
Yeah, the ambassadorships. Angela says we should do a show about that. Actually, yeah, Angela, I'll get with my people. Anthony, we'll get with you. And we will figure that out. We'll have you on here because you do stuff like that. And that's another thing. We'll turn that into a segment because, yes, that's one thing that I can't fucking stand. But, keep them on the fucking phone. Waste their time. Make them rethink their lives. They're intruding, in my opinion, calling you on your phone, going into your social media messages is intruding on your privacy and intruding on your personal life. So if they have the time to waste to do that, they have the time for you to waste for them. To fucking do it back. Pay them back. Maybe you'll turn some of these people off to it. You know how many Indian men named Michelle have called me about my fucking Medicare? Like, so too many. Too many. And it's bad.
You always get the Michelles. I always get the Indian dudes trying to say their name is Andrew.
Yeah. One time called me.
Your name's not fucking Andrew. What's your actual name?
That's what I do now. Like if I'm at work and they do that, one time a guy called me and he's like, "Oh, my name is Bill," and I'm not trying to do the accent to be ignorant and just it's experience. And it's like, "My name is Bill," and I'm like, "Oh, your name's Bill." I was like, "If you're gonna use an American name, at least use a fucking American accent." And I hung up on him, and then 2 hours later, I got a call. "Hello, my name is Jeff." I was like, that's the worst fucking accent I've ever heard. And then he's like, "Excuse me, sir, what do you mean?" And then I put it on fucking full blast and at work. I was like, "Everybody, listen to this guy, listen." I was like, "Jeff, say something, Jeff." And he's like, "Fuck you." And then hung up, you know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, just give me your actual name, and we'll go from there. But don't try to tell me that you're not.
Yeah. One of my coworkers, Dustin, he got a guy that did it and he was fucking with him. They actually talk to each other once a week now as friends. Who knows? You might make a fucking friend. Like it's one of the Middle Eastern guys or whatever. But like
I got enough friends.
Yeah. But long story short, they're going to fuck with you. Fuck with them back. Don't feel bad about fucking with these people. They're literally ripping off someone's grandma that answers the next call. You know what I mean? They're literally taking advantage of the decrepit, the old, the elderly, the ignorant. So you take your chance and you fucking make fun of them. Like take their time, waste their time. Like it doesn't matter. But that has been IG Undercover.
So speaking of making fun of people, you want to move on to a game?
Yeah, what you got? Which one?
All right. So this one should be fun. This kind of falls in line with some of what we've been talking about tonight. You want to run the bumper for logo or no-go?
Logo, no-go, going now.
Do we get to say if you made this, it's good?
You.
Cool.
If I made it, it's pretty good. Yes.
I go on to my 6th fucking drink. Thanks, Vandal.
Apparently, I said
this next image is so big that I have to get way out of the way of this so you can actually see it. All right, so I had some fun. Last week we did some female Marvel characters. So to stay online with that, I decided to do something that I think probably nobody is going to know, or very few people are going to know. I ended up on a page with a bunch of WNBA logos.
Oh no!
WNBA
great! I know
is
Women's National Basketball Association.
Yep.
And so I thought it might be fun if I put together a list of WNBA logos. Now, this is the game is logo or no-go. So you have to tell me which one of these are logos for WNBA teams and which one of these are logos that I made up to look like logos for WNBA teams.
Worst part is I know like a couple of these.
Number
There was
two,
one on here that I would hope you would know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to say because I'm like, well, he might not know at all. So,
Obviously, the Mercury. No.
So here's
Yeah.
the challenge. So we're going to. So what I'd like to do with the panel is we're going to go through here, and you can either tell me, you can say, which ones are fakes or which ones are real. You don't have to tell me, one or the other. I'm going to keep a list here, and chat, you're welcome to play along as well. So basically, what this is you just tell me what numbers. Let's go with the fakes. So what numbers do you think are fake out of this list of 12? And there's more than one. I will give you that hint. So I just thought this would be something that was fun. When I saw some of these logos that were for WNBA teams, I'm like, these are really crappy.
Yeah. Well, it's a
I'm sure that I could
WNBA.
probably make things that are at least as crappy as this, or maybe even a little bit better.
Well, if they
The
would,
problem is sometimes I try too hard, then I make them look way better than what it actually would look like normally.
well, if the WNBA players are only making 10% of what the male NBA does, imagine how much the graphic designers are getting paid.
So we're all inclusive in this channel. We don't want to, not talk about women's sports because we don't talk about men's sports either. But
I would like to bring up one thing. If
Sure.
the amount of women that swear they want to watch female sports actually watch the NBA, WNBA, they would make money. But nobody watches it. Even the females that say they would watch it.
Well, and that's
'Cause
very
it's
true
bad.
because I was like, if I did this same thing with regular NBA teams, I think
Either Vandal or I
would
would
get
get
them mostly right.
No.
I
Vandal
still
and I
think-
would get
I would
maybe
get 'em.
two of them.
I would get them.
I don't know. I think you would know more than what you think you know. Just because, living in life, you've heard these things or seen it somewhere.
I got LA Lakers and the Portland Trailblazers. That's it.
I think you'd get more than that. Like, we all played the fucking NBA games on Nintendo, you know what I
I
mean?
didn't.
And a lot of those
Nope.
logos haven't changed, but you've been around long enough to see the jackets and the
You wouldn't get
shirts.
Boston Celtics.
No.
Oh my God, that's an iconic one.
I thought that was college football.
So Snorkel's going to do really well on this regard because I didn't think anybody would actually know. And I'll be shocked if you guys get even a majority of these correct. So I will be happy. So,
Ern says the Eagles, Beavers, Aces, and Cougars are fake.
Okay.
The Beavers are definitely fake because the Salt Lake City Beavers, that one's fake. I'm
All
gonna
right. So
say
Snorkel, are you going first? Because I don't want you guys going together. Like,
No.
it should have been Oregon. You should have
So
had the
anyway-
Oregon Beavers.
well, the problem with your statement there, Snorkel, is that all of these are cities and not states.
The Portland Beavers or the Beaver City Beavers
Beaver
because we
City.
have a Beaver City.
All right. So Snorkel, which ones of these do you think are fake?
Let's
You can
just
shout out
go
the
ahead.
number is fine too, but whatever you
I'm
want.
just gonna go ahead and agree with Ern. We're gonna go with 2, 4, 6, and 11 are
Okay.
fake, completely fake. Also,
Snorkel's
I'd like to
going
throw
with
in 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 11.
Okay, we can definitely go with that. And yes, chat, please play along because I would like to know.
Thank
what
you,
you're thinking,
Ern.
So.
And maybe Mercury.
Angela says Larry Bird's having a stroke right now.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. Sure, I'm just gonna back up Ern the whole
Okay.
way. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. All
Fair enough.
fake. Wait, no, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. All fake.
You sound
I
like
think I
me
had a lot
trying.
more time on my hands than I did this week. So anyway, that's cool.
Thank you, Ern. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Panda, what do you think?
Well, I think. Can I just do the ones I think are real? No. I think
It'd be easier if you did fakes and he
Yeah.
did fake, but
I will say. Fuck, man. Steve O says I think 2, 4, and 11, and for sure, and maybe 5. I'm gonna go. I think 4 is fake.
okay.
3 is fake. Sparks I thought was a male team, so I'll go with 7. And I'm gonna say 10.
I agree, Kentucky. I agree, and it's all Vandals' fault.
You're welcome, Kentucky. This whole episode is going to be a long story short
number
clip.
6.
I even
God,
made this
fuck.
image like huge. Like I have to step way out of the way of this. I'm like, I'll go
You
sit in the
weren't-
bathroom while you guys
You
look at
weren't
this image on the
expecting
screen.
how drunk Vandal was going to make myself in Kentucky.
I didn't warn you guys. This was a Vandal heavy show. Sewer Rug says cougars are fake. No such thing. And the Mystics, they just take your money for false hope. So yeah, well,
There are such a thing as cougars, Sewer Rug. I'm sorry to disagree. But birds aren't real. Birds are government drones.
Big Rick's doing his things. And he says 2, 4, 6, and 8. So it's all even numbers.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Duchess says
okay, so Vandal, you're going 4, 3, 7, and 10. Is that it?
4, 3, 7. Yeah, Duchess says that Mercury's a real team. So I guess that already counts that one out, whatever. And
Well, I mean, you have to believe Duchess to believe that's the case.
when Tucky Shine
I
says
personally believe Earn over Duchess. So
when Tucky Shine says all 3 of the fake ones look great, Anthony. Ern says, well, that was a maybe for me, Duchess. Yeah, and I'm gonna go. Yeah, so what I chose, I'm gonna say is fake.
Okay, all right.
what do you choose?
4, 3,
3, 4, 7. He's going backwards, but 3, 4, 7, 10.
Yeah. The Beavers, like I get like the Beavers or whatever, but it's like yeah. All right. So yeah, I knew that the Aces was real because that's a Vegas team.
It is, yeah. I was hoping maybe that would be the only one that you would actually know on this because I'm like, hopefully he's seen that somewhere.
Well, you got to remember,
you failed me with number 5 not being in there. How dare you? Earn?
Yeah, and you got to think about it too. Like back in the day, I used to hang out with my bros, you know, and they were all into basketball. So I remember the Sparks logo, but I thought it was a male team, so I was wrong on that one. The Cougars is fake.
The Los Angeles team is called the Lakers.
Yeah. I can't see the Los Angeles part in that.
We got Kobe Bryant's on this.
How is this going to affect LeBron's legacy? The Mystics I knew was real. Liberty I knew it was real because I've seen it. Mingos I thought might be real because fucking Florida. You know, I think I read that right. Miami. So I was like, Florida does their own fucking thing. Like, whatever. Like, that looks like something I'd see in Florida. Like, I just...
Yes, it does.
Yeah. The Beavers, I thought maybe just because, you know, it's from, like, you know, Salt Lake City, like, you know, sexually repressed Mormons, you know what I mean? Like, this is how we express ourselves. But obviously not. But, yeah, and then the Minnesota Lynx, I've heard that name before. I know I get it. Like, there's such thing as a Minnesota Lynx, or Lynx, I guess. And the Mystics I've seen. So, yeah. I only got, one of them right.
So let's see. You got 3 fakes correct.
You got 4. And,
I got 3
that's
of them.
it. 4. So Vandal got 4. The number 4. So he got 1 correct. Snorkel got.
I got 3 out of the 4 correct.
2, 3. Yeah.
Yep. I missed
Nobody
out
got
on
the
number
Mingos.
5.
I don't think.
No, the Mingos. If you made that, it's very good. By the way,
I made all of these from scratch.
Yeah, Ern says the Mingos is really good logo. Yeah, I think that one's a good logo. Like that's something I'd imagine seeing on like a cut screen of a channel I'm flipping through.
Can we get a hoodie with that logo on it?
Maybe. Anyway,
Thank you.
Here's the thing, though, and I thought this would be the biggest giveaway, and I started doing this with the Beavers one because I thought that was funny, like a female. Like, nobody's going to name a female basketball team the Beavers. Like, that has so many bad connotations. What about the Cougars? Like, so I had to find a Cougar so I could make that one, and I'm like, I'm going to put them in Columbus just because that's how gay I think that actually it's going to be. The Eagles was the last one that I did because I was thinking E-Gals, which to me just made that funnier. There was actually another logo in that spot that was like a flying horse that was actually a real logo that I basically had to cover up. But if you notice, like every one of the logos has a basketball somewhere in the logo. So I had to actually make like the thing behind the beaver was actually a sun that I had to make look like a basketball. The Mingos one didn't have that background to it until like very late. It was just going to be the bird by itself. And I'm like, I need to make this kind of look like a basketball. So I like put that together. I'm kind of glad that, like, I think one person guessed 5 is like maybe. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of that one. That one actually worked out good. But I was just like, okay, so we got moms I would never get on, beavers, cougars, and then the e-gals. So yeah, the Minnesota one, I thought for sure a bunch of people would think that was fake because that is just a horribly done logo.
I actually
it
like
just
that one
looks
the
like
most.
shit.
I like
I
It
think
is
it looks
so
awful.
bad. It is so shit.
I like that one a lot. It reminds me
the
of a lot
Atlanta
of.
Dream, like
I
to me,
went
that is like the
against-
worst of the bunch.
I
that's
went against
terrible.
Ern and added 8 in there. Should have listened to Ern. I would have had less reels picked.
Could you imagine being a WNBA player and playing for the Cougars?
I thought it was going to be like one of those like Redskin things. Like we had the name before it was bad. You know what I mean? That's what I thought with the
Also,
Cougars.
There is a Beaver City, Oregon, and there are teams named the Beavers.
But you know why I did this? Is because Salt Lake City is known for a certain kind of beavers.
Yeah.
Like I actually did a tiny bit of research because that was actually named something else. The city was something else before, and I'm like, maybe I'll do a little bit of research so
Beaver,
I can actually
Utah.
make this funnier. But
I've been there.
yeah. And then I thought,
Fucking
Salt Lake
Utah,
City,
man.
Utah is not going to have a team named the Beavers, so it just made it that much funnier for me. So. Yeah, so nobody seems to know their WNBA teams, and now I'm not surprised. Like I just thought this would be fun, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Plus, this kind of shows off. This is what I normally do, like for a living. Like making logos is one of the main things that I do. I'm like, if I can't fool them on a few of these, and I'm not doing my job well.
I'm not kidding. I want a hoodie with the Mingos Miami. I'd wear the fuck out of that hoodie, man.
Ern says there's a Big Beaver Road in Michigan that's on exit 69.
Noise.
It's one of those signs like High Street that gets stolen all the time.
He also says the
Yeah.
Beavers for a women's team, or the Spread Eagles, or the Cougars. He says they were a little obvious, but they're awesome.
Yeah, and they were trying to be obvious. They really were, because I find the whole thing just hilarious. I think that the idea behind this is bad, and this is one of those points that I keep trying to prove. It's like, come up with your own thing. Like,
Yeah.
the WNBA doesn't work. It's not going to ever make any money, and it's going to fail because the people that want this are not the people that actually will go and watch these.
The people that want it, that scream about having to have it, they don't even watch it. There was an RPG. It was 2019. It was a very, very like AAA studio. They made it. They catered to every last want of that crowd. And
no one played it.
It tanked so fucking hard because that crowd didn't fucking buy it. Because they just want everything to be what they want. They don't want to actually consume the media.
It's not for me, but someone else might like it. Cool, let them speak up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and then I have one last game set up for tonight. It's going to be a little bit of a longer one, but it's going to be kind of like our Craigslist and boat parts and all that kind of stuff. But as part of this, I'm going to let the panel decide what product that we are going to send out to a lucky person on the chat. And we will probably make it to whoever wins that particular product will get that sent out. Now, these are all Amazon products, so they're pretty easy for us to send out. And they, I don't want to give away anything with the prices, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be that bad. So if you want to run the bumper for the Amazon hub, we will get on with that.
Bumpers up. I like this one.
I thought it was great because the date on the calendar is today's date.
Oh, shit.
I didn't do that on purpose.
I also feel like I'm about to watch an infographics YouTube channel. All right.
So how this game is going to work is I'm going to show you an image of a picture that is available on Amazon, a product that's available on Amazon, and the person that guesses the closest without going over is the winner.
Oh, shit.
1999, Bob.
A dodgeball card game.
Where you throw burritos. I kind of felt like this to me felt like the food fight game, so I was like, okay, I can get on board with this. 2
to 4 players?
Chat, you have to bid on these because, you don't have to because whoever wins one of these is going to get this product sent in the mail. So.
Sewer Rex says 1/3 of Vandal's mustache for a prize. Yeah, I could do that. Find me on Feet Finder.
Can you get the middle third?
Yeah, oh, no. You know what? Yeah, actually.
So you just have those pieces out to the side.
If someone gets, how many of these do you have tonight?
I think like 6 or 7.
All right, if someone gets 4 out of the 7 right, I will grow my mustache out, shave it, and send it to you.
I
don't know if that's a prize.
Angela, I already bid $19.99. You can't steal my $19.99. Don't even try it.
This would be an easy game to cheat on because you could probably pull this up pretty quick on Amazon if you really wanted to. But
yeah,
I would
no Amazon.
Hope that that our chat wouldn't cheat. But if you do, and you want to be the winner,
all right, Big Rick's disqualified then.
And change is going to play a big factor in this game. We'll put it that way.
Oh,
like the cents.
It's Amazon. Yeah, change will. Yeah.
No. Amazon prices are not always even numbers. They are not.
Now, one of the things that made me laugh on this particular one was it says home of exploding kittens. Don't have any idea what that is, but
Exploding Kittens is a very fun game.
Fair enough.
You don't need a description, Big Rick.
All over the world.
It's done by the same people that do the oatmeal. I don't know if you know that webcomic.
Amazon prices are not even numbers earned, so just so you know.
Yeah.
I know, Angela. That's why I locked in my $19.99 way early. I'm sorry that your hearing was bad.
Yeah, and Big Rick, no more description. Like, everybody has the same picture to look at, so this is how you have to bid.
Yeah, come on, man.
The description's up there. 3 to 4 players, ages 7+, per
Rick,
game.
it's like every one of our other games. It's totally rigged, so...
Yeah. So Ern says $24.99, Snorkel with $19.99, Big Rick with $16, Steve-O with $33.99, Wintucky Shine says $12.44 with the 5% off coupon. Click for terms. That feels like a $21.99 tosser, says Carpet Waste. Graham Baskey says $11.27. Let's see. Duchess says $25.
We're waiting on Angela's newest bid.
Yeah, and
we're also waiting on Vandal's bid as well. So
Angela can just default to $19.98.
We could do that. We'll see if she catches up. I'm gonna go with $12.35.
$12.35.
You're giving you no room over Wintucky. $24.99.
I think someone got that. Right?
24. Somebody gets 24.
Earn.
What's that? Oh yeah, $24.99. Earn. Spot on.
Nice job, Earn. So it really doesn't matter what Angela Garrity bids because
Earn got it on the nose.
Right on.
Angela says it'd be much more fun if it was rated for ages under 7. Why would you hit a 6-year-old with a beanbag? Like,
why wouldn't you hit a 6-year-old with a beanbag?
Also, she said $17.99. You lost, Angela.
And I was kind of hoping that Geekus would be on here tonight because I got this picture more for him than anybody else, but I think that...
Lightsaber chopsticks.
Lightsaber chopsticks.
$7.99, Bob.
You know what? I'm going early.
Angela Garrity, I said $7.99. Just shouting out Angela Garrity. I said $7.99.
So I have no idea if these are something you could actually use. Is this something you want to get wet and wash? Like I'm not.
They look fully sealed. I'd use them.
I believe that they are for use. So
also Angela's because kids are assholes.
That's fair.
If she wants to bid $7.99, I'll give her my $7.99 because of that comment.
Was she gonna throw the lightsaber at a kid?
I know the beanbag.
Execute Order 66, Angela.
Execute Order 66.
So we got Earn that took my bid.
69.
He said $11.99. Wintucky says $39.99. Gray Wombaski said "fuck you, Earn" $11.95. Big Rick says $20. It's Gretty Snorkel. Angela Garrity.
Angela Garrity.
Angela Gertie. Oh, Angela Gertie. Angela Geriatrics. So I'm gonna go in with, $12.75. Again, I think. I think I did that last time. Carpet Waste says $13.50. The price is strong with these ones. They're pretty cool though. $14.99. 1197.
Great one, Boutsky.
Yes.
Wow.
2 fucking cents
Duchess put
off.
1197 came up just as it changed.
Oh, and they're behind.
I
so
have a feeling
technically-
Duchess.
Duchess wouldn't cheat.
Would you, Duchess?
Duchess would cheat. Everybody would cheat. Especially when trying to beat Great Wambowski, you gotta cheat.
Steve-O said he knew this one, but he didn't bid it. He didn't want it. He said, no, I'm good.
I think we have to give it to Duchess because we know the chat's behind. So
Yeah.
We know chat's behind, and even if they weren't, they had to go out of their way to beat Great Wambowski, and I give them the win just for that chutzpah.
Yeah, because Great Wombatsky said fuck you to Earn, and then Duchess said fuck you to Great Wombatsky. It's a fuck fest. Okay. So I know exactly what this costs. No.
I like the name of this product
Those
too.
are butt plugs.
Yeah.
The Toil Light.
Toya, like, oh my God.
I gotta say, Snorkel, the first time I saw this, I thought the same thing until I clicked on it.
What are they?
So this is a
It's supposed to
nightlight
be,
for your toilet.
those are each individual toilets, and it's showing the different
What?
colors the light can be.
So those are the toilet lids, and that's the light. So you
Why
clip
do
it
you-
on the side of your
You've
toilet.
got a light switch in your motherfucking bathroom.
Yeah, but now you could shit in RGB, bro,
Are
playing
you
Call of
so
Duty
lazy
Mobile.
that you can't turn on a light switch?
Snorkel, it's fashion, sweetie. Google it.
No, I won't Google it.
I thought Vano would love these because it's RGB and he's all about that shit. So I'm like, and then he's like, I know exactly what these are. He probably has one.
No, I will never do anything with the toilet. The toilet is a
Vandal-
toilet is a toilet. Like,
Vandal
it's
does
not
not like
glowing up.
RGB lights. He likes LGBTQA lights
And barbecues.
and barbecues. Yeah, barbecues are sweet.
Excuse me.
Ern deleted his bid.
Ern, with the top, you could have left that in. Ern, it's cool.
This is
I
your ball.
swear-
This is your butthole's top 8.
I see the toilet seat now, but what the fuck did they think going in with this? That this was not going to be seen as 7 fucking butt plugs.
These look like bespoke butt plugs of Christmas past.
I'm sorry, Duchess. We didn't mean to offend your sensitive sensibilities there.
I don't know.
You are shocked and appalled because we called you out correctly, but it's okay because you beat Great Wambowski. If you'd beaten anybody else, we would have been upset. But because you used
Carpet
your
Waste is
powers,
disqualifying himself because he owns these.
Of course, a guy named Sewer Rug would have these.
oh no!
This is the parting gift he gives everybody who he clears their sewer. It's like, oh, would you like a toilet?
Steve-O says no, they're Easter eggs. This is the surprise, motherfucker. You want to know how a rabbit can have a baby? Shove this up your butt. So hold on. Duchess says he wanted the glowing butt plug. Oh, he lost out, man.
I think this would be funny for somebody to do a video on where they're sitting down, doing their business, and then when they get up, it's like this glowing light, like Pulp Fiction, like like opening the briefcase. It's like, ah.
What the fuck? No.
Steve-O says $23.98. Angela says $26.96. Kentucky Shine says $17.97. Oh God. Oh, open lid. I'm high, says Ern. Big Rick says 25. Great Wambowski.
I'm very drunk, Ern.
Yeah.
I didn't see it either.
Great Wambowski says $14.75. He said, "Fuck you."
That's just. I'm sure that we could find. I know what I could find you a glow in the dark butt plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not been on Instagram? Follow any girl meme page. It's all the ads. It's always with that picture
on this yet?
No, I'm gonna go with $8.99. That just says $13.97.
$19.99 again.
$13.99. Duchess again.
Duchess, yeah.
Wow.
Nice job, Duchess.
Duchess rocking in 2 wins so far and trying to convince us they aren't cheating.
You know what? He's in it to win it for the mustache ride from Vandal.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already had one.
They have a strobe setting.
Could you imagine being epileptic and you go to take a shit at like some new friend's house and like you go to flush the toilet and you make sure it goes down and next thing you know you're waking up trying not to bite your fucking tongue off because they had a strobe toilet bowl?
It's like those cards that open and play a song when you sit down and starts playing Sandstorm.
Original toilet, night light, tech gadget, fun bathroom, motion sensor.
If this
LED
isn't her
lighting,
bio, it's not a real
weird
profile.
novelty, funny birthday gag, stocking stuffer, gift ideas for him, her, guy, min, boy, toddler.
Mama, Papa, brother. It's like a Berenstain Bears book. It's a Berenstain Bears book. Like,
why is toddler?
you know what? Anthony, save this screenshot, send it to me. I'm going to make a fake Instagram profile with a hot chick, and this is going to be her bio.
This looks like what you would search for naughty family on Pornhub.
Yeah. This is,
This
is the video.
Guy, men, boy, mama, papa, brother.
This is that
Literally,
video
if you
on
put
Pornhub.
toddler in there, I'm going to murder you.
This
I'm
is-
not putting
yeah.
toddler in there.
This is what you have to put into the search bar of Pornhub after your 8th wink of the day, and you're just not getting it up. You're like, fuck, dude, whatever you got,
You've
throw
already
it at me.
scraped the bottom of the barrel with Indian fucking poop porn.
This
and
is
you're
page
into-
4 and beyond on Pornhub.
Oh yeah,
This next one creeped me out a little bit. This is a package of 200 mini babies.
What the absolute fuck?
They're
At first, I
for
really couldn't figure out why somebody would need this, and then in the description, it talked about having
baby
these for some
showers
kind
and
of,
shit.
yeah, like a game
Anthony,
for baby
you'll
shower.
remember.
But the other thing it also said, well, I'll wait till we get there. But anyway, go ahead.
Anthony, you'll remember 1999, the dancing baby that was going around fucking email.
That was the first GIF. That was like one of the first GIFs.
I see it in Anthony's eyes. He remembers.
Oh, I'll find it. I'll
Hated the dancing baby.
put up on screen right now. 90s
This is
dancing
what
baby.
I'm
Can you,
seeing.
Snorkel, can you tell me what TV show that started on?
No, I couldn't fucking tell you. I got it off emails, man.
Yeah, no, there was an actual TV show that
I know which
started
one
on.
it was.
And I will remember here in a minute, but I can't.
I know. It was
Go ahead.
It was the Ally McBeal show, and
Ally
she was
McBeal.
she
Yeah,
was
as soon as
worried
you said
about
it,
yeah.
I was like, "Yep, that's it."
She
So
was
Ally
worried
McBeal
about,
is
like,
where the
going-
dancing-
Yeah, she was like
No
the hot
fucking
chick back
way.
in the day. Yeah, and she was going through the motions of I'm a woman, but my life is my career, but my career is stopping me from having a child. And she started having this dream of this dancing baby. And so, like, I got it right here. I'll put it up on screen.
Wow, I had no idea that Vandal was so into those kind of
Wow.
shows. We'll have to do another episode of that.
But this came out. It's the Ooga Chaka
He
baby.
knows it's Sex and the
Ooga
City,
chaka,
not Sex
ooga,
in the
ooga,
City.
ooga chaka.
Vandal's that kind of guy.
It's pop culture, dude.
This feeling.
Also, Angela knew it. They're delayed enough, but
I
and
assumed
Sewer
Angela would
Run,
probably know it.
Yeah.
Carpet Waste knew it as well.
Yeah. But he spelled it Ally McBeal. My
Yeah,
favorite.
Well, I'm okay with him misspelling Allie.
My favorite version of Ally McBeal, though, is Futurama when it was the Lure from Planet Omicron 7 or 8 or whatever, and he's like, "You must play the show, a female single lawyer. She will never fall in love."
A My Pillow would have been a good one, Angela, and I'm sorry that I gave your husband herpes, but
All right, let's see.
Angela, it wasn't the pillow that gave him herpes. Just saying.
Oh, Big
'cause
Rick!
you
Oh my
catch
God!
all that VD off a toilet seat that says every guy that cheats on his girlfriend ever.
Every guy that does, yeah, exactly.
As a yeah.
Dutchess said he's going to give these to Will in April when you guys, because you're going, right, in April to steal Valley Vapor so he could
I
do
am.
videos with them. So there you go. Let's see.
Well, we need some more group shots so we can all put them on our Instagram
Yeah.
on the same day.
Duchess says, I'll come back to the West Coast just for a mustache ride. Well, you got it, brother. When Tucky Shine says $8.97. Earn says $13.99. Big Rick says, Vandal, want to surprise a blind kid? Leave a plunger in the toilet. Now we know what's on Big Rick's Pornhub history.
Big Rick keeps a plunger in the toilet. News at 11.
Oi, vape fam, how'd this get in there then, all then that? Steve O says $11.96. Nick made an... Yeah, there we go. Where is it at? Graham Baskey says $8.38. Yeah. Big Rick says $10.
Not even a $9.99. Big
Yeah.
Rick, do you know what game we're playing? Jeez.
Ern didn't know what show.
Paying attention.
Yeah, Ern said he didn't know what show the Dancing Baby was from, but he remembers it on AOL because you used to be able to put that in the
Yep.
AOL. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly, Ern. You and me, same. Because ASL.
Steve-O got the reference for the Futurama, bring us McNeil, and they thought it was the president. Duchess says $11.03. Man, pretty precise. Angela says $6.87, but only when he's wearing his aprons. Says Great One Basky about Big Rick sitting on stuff.
Duchess is trying
He'd
to
even say the
throw
Big
us-
Rick part. I knew.
All right, panel.
Duchess
Two
is
more
trying
of
to
these to
throw
get
us
through.
off.
$8.98.
I'm going to say $11.99, Bob.
And I'm gonna snipe Great One Basky. Damn!
Oh, but it still goes to Duchess.
Duchess.
Wow!
Damn.
You saw how he like cut off 47 cents to be like they don't catch on to me.
Yeah, they're trying really hard.
He's
to
like,
not
this
get
is
caught
too
cheating.
specific. No one's gonna.
I told you the change was going to come in as a factor
Yeah.
with these. 'cause,
Duchess, we already know you're cheating. It's okay, bro. It's okay.
Yeah. If you wanted a mustache hair, dude, you should have just said something sooner. We could have made this way easier.
Yeah, we can make that happen way easier than cheating. It's okay, man.
And before I move on to the next one, the one thing I wanted to point out with this in the description is what are ice games?
Ice games?
See at the top where it says baby shower, ice games, and baby game decoration, party decoration.
So
Ice games.
I think that they put them in the ice cubes or whatever, and whoever's melts first is going to be the next one to get pregnant. I think something like that. And then like they do like the baby bingo where they put it. I'm a photographer that knows all this stupid shit, and they put it on
I'm
the
really
bingo.
glad because my guess was something about ice cubes and clitorises. So whatever.
Snorkel, what does the clitoris feel like? You mean you want me to find the clitoris, the penis of the vagina? I don't think so.
Bags of
So
sand.
here are the
bags
headphones
of
that you
sand.
wear. These are the headphones you wear while you're LARPing.
This is so Snorkel's going to win this. Number one.
Yeah,
number
I put these up here just for Snorkel.
they're my earbuds.
Also,
like I own these.
Number two, these are definitely e-girl gear.
E-boy gear. Thank you very much.
That's called femboy.
E-femboy gear. Whatever.
Femboy.
Like, oh my god! Don't make me go shopping for shoes.
They're
like Fallout Boy. Like I don't.
They're called femboys. Aunt Marie. I'm the kid from Breaking Bad. 24.99 says Earn.
Coming out of the gate like fuck y'all. I'm bidding. Earn already has these in his cart, doesn't he?
Yeah, Earn, you'll have to give me the reference for that movie because I'd like to see what that is. Yeah, I had no. Like the rest of the stuff kind of made sense, but I was like, "What the? Are they freezing them? Like they look too big to be part of an ice cube." But I guess. I mean,
I like sewer rugs. You freeze the babies in ice cubes. Sounds like a great way to pass the time. Sewer rug, why haven't we hung out?
Because he's in the sewer.
Don't freeze your baby dolls and don't leave them in a hot car. So yeah, I think we've all learned.
Don't.
Earn says 24. Earn, of course. 24.99. The worst part is I can see Earn totally rocking these with a hoodie. You know what I mean? He's like, "Is this vape mail for me?" Like,
$22.99 then, Bob. I'm gonna go $22.99.
$22.99.
Angela says $17.87. Big Rick says $18.99. Graham Baskey says $16.87. Sora Rug says $26.21 for the plugs. Would be fun to see ears on hips.
It's going to be $16.99 because Duchess has said $15.95 just to appear like they are not cheating.
Yeah, I don't know why everybody didn't wait until Duchess bid and then everybody bid right around him.
Big Rick says he won the last one.
No, he didn't. He thought that the other guy went over.
Hold on.
Big Rick
Duchess was 2 cents under.
Yeah.
Let's deal with this, okay?
Yeah.
Big Rick bid $10.
Yeah.
All right, and Duchess bid $11.03,
and it was $11.50.
The price was $11.50.
Yeah, you lost, Big Rick. I'm
sorry,
lost.
but that's how it goes.
Big Rick, you should be angry at Duchess, who keeps sniping the shit.
Wait, Big Rick, I'll send you a message on Instagram. I think we were in math together.
Do you go to Enter High School here?
Yeah. Enter Profile Hometown. Steve O says $19.95. Kentucky says $27.97.
Hey, is
Wow.
Big Rick on the Perth side or the Sydney side of Australia?
Ern says, I can't remember what I've heard about the Ice Cube game, but I know it's a thing, and I've never been around a baby shower. Technically, all bukkakis are baby showers, so there's that.
They are baby showers. Yes, they are.
When are they going to make a baby bidet? I'm sick of this non-inclusion.
So has everybody bid on this?
I haven't bid. I'm going to
Probably.
say $22.50. $13.99.
Oh shit! Dutch just went over to throw us off their tail.
Duchess says if Rick wants the 200 baby dolls that bad, then send them to him.
Duchess, you just got like 16 fucking points right there.
They don't have a flared base. I'm just saying.
You know what, Duchess? One more comment like that, and you're getting Big Rick's wrench.
Didn't I say $13.99? I didn't say $13.99. I can't remember what I bid.
I don't remember what you bid either. I never remember panel.
thought it
I
was
expect you to remember.
$13.99.
I think everybody I see in chat went over.
I think
Didn't I
Snorkel did say
say
$13.99. I'm not sure though.
Unless
Somebody
Angela's
roll
is
it
from
back.
this time, but that's it. No, hers is $17.87 for these. So everybody went way over on these.
I think I said.
I think
So
Snorkel said
I think
14
Snorkel said
or
$13.99. So we'll go with that. Yay, you're the winner.
Yay, I got elf.
And look, it's compatible with your bougie ass Android.
It's a plug-in,
yeah.
so I would hope
No,
so.
it's compatible for my iPhone, iPad, Android.
Oh shit, dude! I didn't know you were a hot babe.
I didn't know you could have an iPad Android.
It's called
And the
the
last
Nook.
product that I have on here, but certainly not the least. I always save the best for last. This one made me laugh as soon as I saw it.
Oh my god, I want this. I want this.
So, first of all, if Duchess gets this correct,
that will be 4.
They get the center of Vandal's mustache.
Yep.
Because it will be the 4th one they've gotten. But
So
also,
the other funny thing was I wanted you guys to know this was actually a real product. So this was one of the other pictures that came in the calendar as well. And I thought this was just really similar to the rap album that we did like a couple episodes or last episode.
Yeah. Diesel from Patstown, Pennsylvania is about to drop the biggest mixtape you've ever fucking heard.
And the look on this dog's face is just fucking
lit.
Priceless. It's
Yeah.
like, stop staring at me and taking pictures while I shit.
I've seen these. These things are fucking hilarious.
This dog's face is not stop looking at me. It's, yeah, you're going to pick this up right now. This dog knows what's up.
Gray Wombaski says $13.99. They must have been primo sound quality. Angela says she loves it. $11.99. Steve-O says $8.98. Ern says $6.99. Shitting Shelties, says Angela. Gray Wombaski says $12.24. Carpet Waste says $12.99 for the dump month dog faces. Duchess says $16.95. Big Rick says $12. He said, fuck you, Angela. And then Snorkel.
I'm going to say $16.99 just so that Duchess can't get your middle of your mustache.
My master bush bash?
Your
Oh, man. And when Tucky says $7.99, Big Rick says $12. I'm going to go with a cool $11.35.
$11.35. Yeah, these are going to be on the Shitting Saddle brand from the thing from a few months ago.
The Shadow?
All right, and $16.99.
So Duchess.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I sniped Duchess so that they couldn't get your middle of your mustache.
Snorkel, you've already had the middle of my mustache. You don't have to be greedy.
I am being greedy as shit.
All right, so the products that we have this evening are the Throw Burrito game, the chopsticks, the neon butt plugs, the 200 babies, the elf ears, or the pooping pooches calendar. So the panel, you can choose one of these items for us to give away, and you can also choose the chat member that you feel like deserves it, and we will send those out.
I am voting the glow-in-the-dark butt plug for Duchess.
Yeah, Duchess won this game tonight. Duchess came in, and he Googled faster than the rest of you guys.
So if it wasn't for
Duchess
me,
is getting the toil lights.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Because
Right.
he inspired me because like you're gonna go out and see Steel Valley at the same time. You guys can do the thing, and you could like I think that you should like somehow make an ad out of this. You should make an ad for like the Oink Squad shit stack or something. I don't know, but I think this I think you guys will have fun with this. So I'm
demand
definitely
a POV video.
Oh my god.
The funny thing is, we're going out to Steel Valley, and Steel Valley, the guy that runs that, is big into bidets. Like, he just thinks that they're the best thing ever. So this with a bidet is a nice combination.
There you go.
It'll look like one of the fountains in Vegas.
I was gonna say the Bellagio fucking fountain.
Bellagio, yo.
Do you know what? This is our gift to Will at Still Valley. We are bringing him the Bellagio fountains in his home. Duchess, thanks for showing up tonight.
I already have Duchess's address because I just recently sent him a set of Anthony Romella glasses. So
yeah,
I can easily get those.
Plugs for Duchess. How's yeah,
Duchess, I'm glad you were here tonight. This all worked out so good. But yeah, it's gonna be the Bellagio fountains, like
Bellagio.
Yeah.
And that's it, guys. That's all I got. Ain't got no more.
All right, yeah. And that's time. We're 3 minutes over, and I'm not going to drag it out like I usually do for 20 minutes. I'm typing links in chats. You guys are telling these people where they can find you and how you feel.
You can't find me anywhere, and I feel like it's Anthony's turn.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, chat, so much for being involved this evening. You guys make this show, as we say every week, but it's always true, so we really do enjoy it. You can follow me over on Instagram at @I'm_Anthony Romella. You can catch me on Monday night over on the Rogue Shop YouTube channel for a show that we're putting on over there called The CBD Conversation. It's all going to be facts and fun stuff. I'm going to keep it light, but we are going to get some information. If you have any interest in that, or if you know someone that has interest in that, it's not this show. It's not going to be vulgar and all of that. It's going to be really good information, so you don't have to, worry about sending your grandma over there because I'm not going to offend her, at least at the beginning anyway. I do own a small media company called Oink Squad Media, where I do all kinds of stuff. Logos, as you've seen this evening, commercials, billboards, radio spots, just pretty much anything you want multimedia, and I put my little twist on it to make it, my own thing. But I do truly enjoy what I do. And if you'd like to pick up a T-shirt, you can always head over to oinksquad.com. I always am putting new stuff over there. Even got some hoodies over there now, some mugs. Duchess won't let me put that blanket on Oink Squad. He wants to have the only one available, but we can work something out for different ones.
Licensing.
It's a picture of the Cloud Cartel UK Sloan. He's got this like sour face.
I saw that one. Yeah,
it is a huge blanket with his face on it. So it's just one of those inside jokes from another show. But I'm sure we could probably figure out a T-shirt or a hoodie if you're really interested in having Sloan's picture that bad. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We are off next week. It is our 3-on-1 off time. So next week is our 1-off. And when we come back, we'll have more fun and exciting things for you. And I should be caught up then, so I can, go back to doing all the segments instead of just a couple. So
maybe I'm feeling my oats tonight. No,
I really enjoyed it, and I like the idea of having you be the IG sleuth and letting us all know of things that we shouldn't follow. So it's a good thing. But anyway, I love Friday nights. I love doing this show, and I always have a good time when I'm here. And Vandal, why don't you take us on home, buddy?
Gotta put on Stunner Shades for this one because this was a great show. What, Snorkel? Anyways, everybody,
you heard me.
You made the night amazing. Thank you for being here. Glad to see a couple of you that are newer coming back. Duchess, thanks for dropping in. Hope to see you again. Big Rick, stop sending me your fat material. Kentucky, Ern, Angela, Steve-O, Duchess, I'm gonna fucking miss some names. Ian was here earlier. Sewer Rug, Ern, I think I already said like 8 times. Stu Rep was here. Everybody that was here, I'm trying to scroll through. I'm just going to miss it all. Anyways, you guys are all beautiful. You guys give us so much to work off of, and we're happy that you're here to be a part of it. You guys make everything that we do amazing. Anthony, thank you for doing the work that you do. Even find the time while you're busy. If you want to support the show or the channel, oinksquad.com, a T-shirt, we got masks, we got all the good stuff on there. We got the fucking Oink Squad aprons. So if we're going to do some cooking or whatever, it looks legit. It looks like a fucking, I went to a barbecue place and the guy said 3 racial slurs, but the beef is amazing. No. But seriously, go check it all out. All that stuff goes to Anthony and the show and all the stuff he puts together. We appreciate you being here. Anthony said it. We're not here next week. Take the time. Go hug your kids or something. If you got kids, if you don't, go to the strip club, spend a few bucks. Go take care of their kids, whatever it is. Either way, we will see you in 2 weeks. We love you, and you guys have a great fucking weekend. Good night, everybody.